Black fog-like clouds hang low in the sky. They choke out the majority of the sunlight. What manages to filter through bathes everything in a purplish hue. Far above the fog, shadows of wicked-looking flying creatures can be made out. They circle far above like vultures waiting for a wounded animal to die. So you guys are currently down in Minos, in the Southern Kremlin Empire. You made a quick run back so you could drop off a giant worm head to have it taxidermied. It is going to cost you a lot of money, as there's very little bone structure to this creature. It's all cartilage. So there's a lot that the taxidermist is going to have to do in really quickly, or he's going to have to find somebody to employ some spell work to get it done more slowly, but either way that is going to cost. So that's where I left us hanging out. So is there anything else you guys want to do? Oh, we talked about locations for your keep. And Ryan mentioned he thought the jungle, more forested, jungly area might be cool. Andy said he thought the cliffside would be better. T? Adam?
I could be convinced.
Have a preference.
I could be convinced to go with Andy's as well.
Okay.
Either one.
I'm a little torn. I like the idea of it being closer. However, when you say that the one that Andy picked, I can't think of the name of it. The one that was like on the cliffside. Yeah. How far? You said it was further away, but how far away is it from town?
It's 6 miles. So it's halfway. So, it's halfway to Jirafi.
So, I wouldn't mind it being that far. On one hand, I like it being closer. I like something being closer because it's just convenient.
Mm-hmm.
However, if this is something that we build up, this could also be like an outpost on the way for travelers.
Well, the land offer is on the opposite side of the river of the road. So you'd have to build some bridging across the road because it is on the opposite side of the road.
I mean, either way, that's fine. I mean, it's definitely something that we could pull off. Not necessarily immediately, but
Okay.
Like how far is the river? Like how far across is it?
It's a good sized river. So Wisconsin River size. A couple hundred yards.
Okay.
It's big. It's a big river.
It would have to be a significant bridge then.
It would have to be a significant bridge or a ferry system or something set up to cross it.
Yeah.
Or a tunnel.
Under the river, maybe.
A channel.
The only one, the more densely packed, and I shouldn't have used the word jungle now looking at the map, but it's a very densely palmy packed area. Kind of like Tom Hanks's Island from Castaway.
Yeah, yes.
So it's
such a marvelous movie.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film. But that's kind of like
just watched it the other week.
The area around Minos looks like, not a rainforest-style jungle. That one is the only one on the roadside. The other two are on the other side of the road. Or the river.
Okay. I like the aesthetics of the cliffside one. I'm not indifferent, but I'm not like opinionated either about it.
That's kind of where everybody's weighing in.
Phil would like to know which one of them has the closest cave system.
That would definitely be cliffside.
Then that's where Phil wants to live.
Okay, that sounds like the only person who's like, I have an opinion. Unless anybody has a thought to dissuade that.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
So then once you guys make that decision, some money starts getting allotted, and you'll have a meeting with an architect to lay out basic plans for a keep. What you're being offered is going to be basically a square one-floor keep with a wooden palisaded wall around it with some fort-style towers.
Sweet.
And then, as you guys want to build that up, you can decide if you want to invite certain businesses or whatever, if you want to build an inn, the way your map will look is there'll be a cliffside and then there'll be some shoreline between the cliff and the river. So you could build some things down on Riverside and maybe build a stairway up the cliffside. It's really up to you. I'll draw up some sketches of maps next week, hopefully. It is pretty spectacular to me how quickly my workload is taking a nosedive into boredom again. Like, I actually had... It's not one of my favorite maps, but it's kind of neat. I actually had time to craft a map today for tonight at work, which is unusual this time of year, but I did my job very well, and except for some publishers that make me want to throw chairs at large groups of students, I'm really doing quite well. Dude, they're so mad. Basically, Pearson, the world's largest publisher of textbooks, told me to piss off, and that they're not going to sell me textbooks anymore because we're a rental.
Did you tell them that last year too?
No, I didn't tell them that. I've been fighting with them for a year and a half now, but I ordered a custom book from them in May, and then that rep never made the book. So when I called to check on where my order was, or estimated delivery time, they're like, oh, we never placed an order for you. That rep is gone, and guess what? Your order never got placed. So, oh well, here's your new rep. So she's like, oh, I'll place a new order for you. She doesn't even recontact me with any numbers or anything until, like, July. And so I'd sent her a couple of emails. I called customer service, and then I sent an email to her and her boss saying, hey, I'd just like an update on this. Is this happening? To which she replied immediately at that point, oh, yeah, that's happening. Found out the middle of August, she never put the order in. So I have books that I'm waiting for 4 to 6 weeks that are custom that are now starting August 12th. There's no way I can get these in time for classes. So I pitch a bit of a fit. They get me one of the two. So yesterday, I find out that the art book, again, has not been started. And I don't know if I have ever typed an email that had this many capital letters in it. I flat out called this woman an idiot. I was like, I don't know who you're hiring, but Cindy is an idiot. And I have never said that professionally about another human being.
Wow.
And I was so mad. And then I bullet pointed out the timeline, and her regional boss responded to me with basically, oh, well, we don't support rental schools. Change your model.
Oh.
Yep. And I was like, well, that's it. I said, I don't know if you know who you're talking to, but I have the final approval of all of the textbooks at the university, and you just blew $550,000 on average a year right out the window because I am never approving another Pearson book, which then happened today. A professor asked me for a late request, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, that's a Pearson book. We're no longer doing business with them because they refuse to support our university rental model. And she said, that's unacceptable. I said, call Pearson. He called me.
Yes, it is unacceptable.
He called me back later and said, is there anything we can do to fix this? And I said no, and I hung up on him. I hung up on the regional manager of Pearson. He sent me an email back later telling me that he thought that was rude. And to which I replied, professionally. I put that. I typed, professionally, LOL. And so
I missed it. I missed it because my audio reconnected. What did you tell him after he sent you an email and told you it was rude?
Professional. I typed the word out, professionally, ... LOL. And that's it. That's all I said to him.
That's when you're like, let me CC you in the email I sent earlier. With my timelines.
As per my last email.
Seriously.
So then he said he sends me another one. He says, is there anything I can do to make this right? And I said, for the most part, that boat has sailed. But if you sell me the books that I know you have bound that you use for your rental program that I can use in my rental program here at your cost, I will consider buying another Pearson book. And he didn't send me another response, so that was the end of it. And the best part was I copied my boss in on the whole thing, and he came down to my office. He's like, man, you are on fire today. I was like, and I looked at him, I said, I haven't been this mad at anybody since my contractor screwed me out of like $150,000 in my house. Like, that's how mad I am at these people. And so it was just serious. Anyways, that's my Pearson story, which is now recorded for all to hear. But
guys, when Mike kills us, remember, it's Pearson's fault.
Pearson's
I was going to say,
Pearson.
I was gonna say my next character is gonna be named Pearson.
It's the next family name. It's our next entire family's name.
Why do you guys hate
Pearson?
We're just no. We don't hate you. We love you. We're giving you the opportunity to kill all the Pearsons.
Kill all the Pearsons. Yeah,
Professionally.
My boss thought that response, professionally LOL, was really funny. He's like, I could hear you laughing in your office at the absurdity of this man's offer. Professionally LOL. So the architect tells you what's going on. You do have enough to maybe build one side building. So if you wanted to build, I know Phil was thinking about maybe a greenhouse or something, and you talked about a workshop for tinkering. Like, you will be able to get your keep, which will have a main like common room, and then a few off-side rooms, and then you can get a separate building that you can put on the property as well. So, what would you like?
I believe the most important thing for this keep is our bear stables.
Yeah, but we don't have any bears yet. So here's the issue.
I would like bears.
I would like bears. I would like. There's a few things specifically that I would like. There's a few things that Phil would like specifically. There's a few things that all of us specifically would like individually. However, there's only one thing that we all want, and that's a tavern.
Yeah, I was just gonna say an inn, inn and tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we will we'll look at some different locations for an inn at that. And I think, just with the way I see the keep playing itself out, the gate will be opposite of the cliff side. So you'll have to come up the cliff and go around, or come through down the western area through the plains there to get in. But the giant head of the beast should hang over the river towards the road so everyone can see it.
Nice.
That's what I think. But I mean, you guys do what you want. But as I sketch it up,
I like the back of the keep being like where we have like our training area for the soldiers and stuff, with the beast overlooking their training.
Oh, okay, we can do that too. Yeah. All right. Cool. So then I will hopefully get a chance to tinker with that. I might even get the chance to do it on Saturday, because I have to sit in my basement at work from 8 to 5, and and it's not going to be very busy because it's Saturday. So I might even get it done then, but we'll see. We will see. All right. So, yeah, that's all been settled. You guys, what do you want to do next? You're in a main city. You're in the capital city again. Is there anything you want to take care of before you requisition a boat to head back north?
The first thing Filbert wants to do is, when Thanak is sleeping next, he wants to try and turn him into the only CR8 beast he can with polymorph, and that's a T-Rex.
Oh.
So that's the only thing Filbert's been thinking about since he became level 8.
Okay.
Have you seen a T-Rex before?
No, but I know that I can only turn you into, like, Tony knows I can only turn you into one CR8 beast. So if I just max out the spell, it'll turn you into the only thing it can turn you into.
Alright. I mean, I'm okay with that.
But Filbert's just like, I don't know what I'll turn you into, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. Filbert, would you do this knowing that the size of this CR8 beast would not fit in the house that you've been given temporarily?
I would do it while we are camping in transit. And so it just destroys his tent.
Okay. Well, that you're going to have to wait on, but I've got it. I've put a pin in it. We will revisit that later. Is there anything else in town you guys want to do?
Well, I have no money, so there's nothing really to buy. Actually, I may buy a couple healers kits.
Oh, good call.
Okay. Now, I told Filbert this, and I don't think he communicated it to you. In order to make his curing sleep potions, he does need a standard healing potion to mix with that.
So I need to buy...
No, we have one. We got 3 from the... from the Hag's Lair, didn't we?
I believe you did.
Yeah.
So that's 3. I need more.
You said you needed. Oh, I get it.
He has 12 doses.
1 per.
Yep, 1 per.
Okay.
Does it need to be a healing potion? Can it be any potion?
No, it does need to be a healing potion. Okay. The poor little mushroom man that you smushed reacts only to.
You missed the conversation Tony and I had the other day, but it was wonderful.
Poor little mushroom guy.
He was like, I think he's my ally, but I think I was supposed to kill him. He was like, he asked me to kill him. I was like, how do you know that she didn't send him there for you to help him get past his suicidal tendency? To get him off of suicide watch.
I had this little mushroom man crawl inside the bowl of the mortar and pestle and start hitting himself in the head with the pestle. Like, oh no, seriously, kill me. And then the minute Tony committed to it, I typed in, you hear like blood-curdling, freezing screaming coming from the mushroom man as you smush him. It was great. I loved every minute.
We do have 700 gold for the guild that we got from the drows.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we could spend that on healing potions.
Okay.
What does a standard healing potion run?
250. Nope, that's a minor.
Oh, dang it.
Yep. In my economy, that is unfortunately a minor. Filbert, how many crafting points you got left?
286 at the moment.
How much does a healing potion cost you? We discussed that somewhere. There's a chart. Hold on. Table.
Yeah, I was making miners and then just pumping them into our crystal vials at 50 apiece.
Yeah.
But I haven't looked at it in a long time, so I don't know what a standard costs. Magic. Crafting table for magic items. Healing potion, 4 days, common, 100 crafting points.
Yep, so you could crank out another 2 there. You would be able to, so that would get you up to 5 plus the 3, that's 8 doses with where you're at with that.
250 for a standard.
Or is it 250?
Yeah, according to your consumable. No, your consumable.
Oh, does it? That's nice. I'm glad it says bad things.
So I will use 200 crafting points and make that. So we have 8 potions. I need 4.
Okay, we can get another 3. I'll donate the extra 30.
Sleepers. Right?
Do what?
There's only 4 people currently sleeping.
Correct.
But we are looking at also making enough that the people we care about won't fall asleep.
Well, yeah, you know this will keep the sleeping curse off, so whoever you take with you on your adventure, once you get into wherever it's affecting places now, you're going to need them.
Yeah.
So we can afford 3 out of the guild coffers. I'll pay the extra 30 for the third one.
Okay. And that gets us to 11.
Yep.
I can make 1 more.
I have 75 gold.
I have 80 gold.
I got 120.
And how much are they all together? 250?
250.
Ryan, if you have tried to say anything since...
Whoa, Ryan!
Professional
334 gold?
No, I haven't tried to say anything. Okay. I'm still listening and I'm keeping up for the most part. Sometimes audio disconnects and so I miss details, but if it's anything major, I'll just ask for you to repeat.
I just wanted to make sure.
Ryan's chilling over here with 300 gold.
Yeah, I was actually just about to chime in and let you guys know that I've got some gold. So whatever you guys are trying to accomplish, like Othig can definitely pay.
Okay. So you would be able to, between that then, if Ryan kicks in, say, the last healing potion's worth, then that leaves Thanak and Mav not bankrupted. And
it actually leaves Othig with the same amount as money that Mav has.
Yeah. And so then you guys would all be pretty equally flush, and then Filbert can make all 12 anti-sleeping curse potions.
Yep. Quick question, sort of off topic, but on topic with the house. What would it cost to buy the rights to the nearest cave to our home?
Well, you guys get a large parcel of land, And so there are several small caves along the riverbank that you would be able to have access to.
Okay.
Because you now own them.
Yep. Filbert would like to invest in figuring out how to start a small mushroom grotto in one of the deeper caves.
Okay. Yep, you can definitely start to task that out for people, and folks will figure that out and be able to get to it. All right, so you have your doses. Do you want to wake your friends up? That's the question.
I will bring it to the group for a discussion to find out what they would like to do. Because, I mean, napping isn't all that bad. Filbert did it for 200 some years, and it was good for him.
Yeah, and you turned out perfect.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm nowhere near as green as I once was. So maybe it's a good thing to let people sleep, especially where Grummy. She seems a little testy.
So, my thought is if we can wait until after we get back, we have those 4 potions available if we need them.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
We should probably wake down, though.
On the other hand, that would be 4 more people we could put to work, potentially.
Right.
Or determine if there's any, repercussions to the sleeping curse.
What if they don't want to work?
Well,
then they go back to sleep.
They pay for our potions, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Who's all asleep? We have Sky.
We have Grummy, and then the one noob that they had with them. It was the girl. I can't remember her name.
The noob can stay sleeping.
Yeah. We're terrible. We're terrible. Was she good at anything? What did she do?
She was, I don't even remember. She was on her way to a class, and she was doing quite well in it. And
does she wake up with a class?
She's good at cooking.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
You want her to wash her clothes too?
Yeah, we do.
She can probably do that too.
No, that's Sky's job.
That does not sound like it's going to turn out well.
Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We had the unseen servants in the other place that made it so that people stopped asking Sky to do things.
Yep, you did, and they're still there. Cadmus is very happy they're still there.
Yeah.
I think if we wake anybody up, we should wake everybody up.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay, so you give everybody who's stuck sleeping one of the potions, and you can tell it's starting to affect them immediately because when you look at them, they're in a constant dream state, and then they stop the minute you give them their potion, and about 4 or 5 minutes later, you begin to see them react a little bit more and a little bit more, and then their eyes open up, but they don't look like they're awake yet. So their eyes open up and they're kind of darting around looking at things, but there's no other response physically to them. And so
I would like to polymorph myself into a giant lizard for when Sky wakes up and just be right in her face. And when she wakes up as a lizard, I want to say "broodmate" and lick her face.
Okay. So
I hope she punches you.
I hope so too.
I hope she mates with you.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna be a girl lizard. I'm gonna be a girl lizard. No mating happening.
Phil and his animals never works out.
Dr. Doolittle.
All right, so you do start to see some muscle movements, and it's really tight, and it's jerking and tense in them, and then their eyes close again, and their head starts to thrash around a little bit, and then the screaming begins.
Oop! This is bad.
And it's loud. It's very panicked sounding screaming. I'm going to randomly roll. The Axe Buster goes off, and Thanak, I'm going to make an attack roll on you.
Yeah, go for it.
That is Axe Buster is a +5. That is a 15 to hit you. So
he misses.
Yep, you deflect it with your shield or whatever else your armor.
My muscles.
With your muscles. And
muscle.
Flex.
The blade pings and goes off to the side. Sky wakes up and just grabs lizard Filbert by the face and just digs her claw into his face and starts gnawing at him.
Yes.
That, unfortunately, is not a really good attack roll either. That is a 7+. She's level 7. So that's a 14. That might actually hit a lizard.
Giant lizard.
Theoretically, are you surprised by this, Filbert?
Realistically,
You
no.
shouldn't
I
be.
kind of turned into a creature because I knew she'd bite me.
Okay.
So,
All right. I was just trying to determine whether or not she was going to get sneak attack.
Mav, seeing all this go off, is going to
you have a 13 AC as a giant
shield himself.
Okay.
lizard. Cast shield, because, well, random attacks.
All right. So you do that, Filbert. You take 9 points of damage as Sky is just flipping out on you.
I got 8 points left. We're good.
The commoner lady. Gosh, I wish I could remember her name. I should have prepared.
Esmeralda.
No. She
Like
just
Bridget or
sits.
something.
She sits up and she just runs or like does that backwards
Daphne.
crab walk thing. Daphne. It is. No, isn't Daphne the one that died?
Well,
No.
it's either Daphne or Gabriel.
It's Gabriel. It's totally Gabriel.
No, Gavril is the guy.
Oh yeah, Gavril is the guy. Okay, it's Daphne then. So Daphne does that backwards, like scooching across the bed when somebody's been lying in it, scared backwards crab walk thing, and presses herself into the wall and covers her eyes and starts screaming. And where a Grummy rolls over very ferally and starts like bounding towards the door.
Got her.
Are you gonna try and get her?
What?
Are you,
Got her.
Sure. I will chase after her and turn into a giant constrictor snake and just, like, get in the way of the door.
okay.
I feel like you don't know what de-escalation means.
Have you watched anything Phil's done? This is
No.
exactly how.
I mean,
he
yes.
does it.
So I'm gonna call this as an opposed acrobatics check.
Oh, sure.
Because you're basically racing against time to get there before she gets there. Because you already have somebody clawing at your face.
Oh,
So-
yeah. That's scary. I don't like it. Let's see. Giant lizard, acrobatic is a +1. Fleet. Hey, that'll
Well,
give me 13.
That's really darn close. I rolled a 14, but it's not close enough. She just smashes right through the door to the room, and you swoop in just as she kind of goes right under you, and she bursts out into the hall, and you hear her screaming and growling, and she just starts running down the stairs out in the hallway down towards the street entrance of this house that you guys are in.
No,
Well, that's not good.
I'll turn back into Phil and polymorph her into a squirrel.
Okay.
Because I don't know what else to do, and no one else is doing anything. So
Make
right.
sure that you
I feel like Oath
something small.
would have been this whole time to stop any shenanigans from happening.
that's a valid point. I'm gonna turn her into a turtle, painted turtle.
Did anyone catch that?
What did you say? Othig?
What did you
Okay.
say? Yeah.
Someone's gonna do something stupid, and I was probably gonna try to react.
You're going to try and stop the stupid. All right, you can go ahead and make make an initiative roll for me, basically.
I want to stop the stupid. All right, roll for initiative.
You are,
Yeah.
Andy. You're being shown something. I tried to help him out before his wife caught him not paying attention.
Yeah.
So, Othig, you are not quick enough to stop the tide of stupid that is coming. So you watch Filbert go from lizard to bloody lizard to giant snake to Filbert, and then you watch where Grummy become a turtle as she bounds down. Coming in the door is Raki, and she's lunging at him like she's gonna attack him, and he's just like, and then there's a turtle that hits him right in the
Wait,
face.
he's the monk, isn't he?
Yeah.
The drunken monk.
Can he
She's a projectile. She's a
can he
projectile.
missile snare her?
Yeah, there it is.
We make a roll. Yeah, he grabs a turtle in midair.
Oh
The
my
turtle comes
God.
spiraling towards him, and he's like, Grummy?
I like
Is that you? Grummy! And he starts shaking the turtle, and the turtle's doing that thing where it's trying to claw at his hand with his claws.
Yeah.
It can't quite get him. And then he looks upstairs, he's like, somebody drop this! And
I made that.
and let's see, Orin, the axe is zipping back into his line, and he's looking around very ferally as well. Bridget is screaming, and Sky is going to continue to bite at the snake.
Oh, she's following Filbert.
Oh, no, you're not a snake anymore. Let me roll to see what they're doing, actually, then, since you're not a very scary presence anymore.
No.
Is Orin still like aiming towards me? Am I still his?
They all look very wild. Like, they're not in control of their faculties at the moment.
So I will put my hands up and back away in like a not in the least aggressive. No weapons out, nothing out. Just.
Why do we even try?
Does Hazani have calm emotions?
Hazani is not currently present.
Oh. Okay.
Remember when you're back in your bases, your NPCs go about their own things?
I didn't remember that, but
That's what happens when you guys are on downtime. I mean, if you're out in the field, then she doesn't wander off and do something. But if you're someplace town-wise, unless specifically I'm told that an NPC is going to come.
Yeah.
So you back up, which is going to give Orin his roll at advantage. Mav is trying to calm people, but that's a much better roll than the 13. So all three of them in the room begin to calm down. Sky starts crying.
Yeah.
And Bridget she's breathing really heavy. Her face is super flushed. She's looking around terrified. And Orin has wet himself.
Yeah, got him.
The pee got him.
Scared him so bad he went.
Let's see what Grummy's doing. Unfortunately, she is rolling
The actual crap.
at disadvantage. The turtle is still wigging out.
Okay, I'm gonna take the turtle back up to the room, and I'm just gonna hand it to Othig and just tell him to hold on to that until it settles down.
So now, Racky is upstairs with you guys, and he's like, "Oh, what's the commotion?" And he sees everybody. He's like, that link looks like they got the mighty hangover, though."
Yeah.
And so 15 or so minutes pass, and you continue to try and calm your family down. At first, they try to communicate back to you, but it looks like they're not even in control of their muscles as much as they'd want to be. They can't form language. It's really... It takes a while, but they do come around, and they begin to calm down and speak with you, and they pretty early on in the conversation let you know that they have been trapped in their own nightmares for who knows how long. The last thing they remember is rounding the horn in North Krenin, setting sail for Thivis. And that's it.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What kind of nightmares were they having? Were they all similar, or were they all specific to the person?
They're all pretty specific to the person, and they're really random. They're everything from like nightmares involving people that are close to you, that bad things are happening, to just I'm being chased by a living piano, to all sorts of other weird stuff that just doesn't make sense, even to some degree where they're just completely alone and there's nothing around and they feel lost, falling dreams, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Sounds awful. I don't like it.
Yeah.
They didn't either. Now that they're awake, and there's actually a fairly large sense of distrust too, that they're not even sure that this is real.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. Once the turtle settles down, we'll unpolymorph the turtle.
Okay. Grummy hits you, but thanks you for not letting her run off into the street and hurt anybody.
Yeah. You are feisty.
And then she kind of just throws herself on you and starts crying.
I will console her.
Yeah, you will.
As he starts like rubbing her back with his tree bark hand.
He doesn't have that anymore. That went away.
Oh, that's right. That's gone.
Yeah.
That's right.
I will roll for consolation.
Oh.
Get it? I'm good at this. Filbert really is a diplomacy.
Oh, be careful.
So, you console your friends. That is sort of the gist of the information concerning the dreams. I mean, we could definitely extrapolate more if we needed to, but I don't think we need to. You
where are we? I was just gonna say, where are we? We're in
Minos.
Minos. Okay. I think basically with them we should just give them whatever like stipend we have available for them to just go hang out and drink.
From the stories they tell, is this familiar to anything that I've learned in the Fae about the Nightmare Lord, about the way he works, or any other individual within...
It is definitely very familiar with all of the stuff you guys have gathered with the Nightmare Lord. It is... Okay. And as you're asking questions about it and putting things together, they actually reference an Eladrin wearing a dark purple suit that announced himself as the Herald of the Nightmare Lord.
Yep.
And so that it all really begins to fit really well together.
Have we put together at all what the Gnolls specifically have to do with all of this? Their role in all of this?
You don't.
Or where they even come from?
You haven't. And it seems like a very odd connection.
Yeah. Like, why do the Gnolls care so much about this? Like, Gnolls aren't native to the Feywild.
Nope.
Okay. And the Nightmare Lord isn't a Gnoll?
No.
Okay.
Nobody's quite sure what he is. Even other Fae, it's been so long they've forgotten what he looks like. What his minor appearances, and from what you guys have gathered through your few sources that you have, he's not fully formed yet. He does appear as a swarm of... They look like smoke methods, but they're too dark, and there's no heat to them.
Oh, alright.
So, but they have a very impish feel, and it appears as a cloud of those swarming around themselves.
That's good. Okay. That's all Phil's got for all of this. We can I think move on from this to whatever we were planning.
So what are you planning now? You have a little extra information?
I think as far as the four of them go, I think as the four of them go, they should just relax, get their head straight on, take advantage of the cities.
Mm-hmm.
This all happened before Kren split for them, didn't it?
This happened during the Civil War.
So,
right after.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know about the resolution.
No, they have no idea how anything ended.
So we'll give them a brief
history lesson.
Yeah, brief history lesson, and just tell them to get some rest. And
they are all super thrilled that you freed almost all of the family, and that very few people are still missing. They're just thrilled to death about that. That's cool. Orin takes it pretty hard that the North and the South split. Mm-hmm. He already fought one war when he was younger to make sure the North wasn't destroyed, and so he takes it pretty rough. But he tells you guys he thinks you made the right decision by coming south with the Emperor.
Yeah. And then I think Mav and I both have a pretty hard-pressed mission to take care of whatever is. I mean, Phil too, I guess, because it's all. It seems like it's all coming from the same place, but
Sure.
I think we
The
have to take care of but I think we should head for the Mage Tower.
I agree.
I think that's a good starting point.
Okay. So let me close the south map, and I'm going to pop back open the north map. One of these days, I got to update the north map to show the giant crater. But
Yeah. Yes.
um,
So from Minos across the ocean, how long of a voyage is it?
it's like 8 hours to Capsani, which is the desert town on the far east, in the southeast.
Okay.
It's 2 days to Thivis, and then it's a day over to Krenshad.
Okay,
So,
so as
48
the crow
hours.
flies,
As the crow flies.
so as the crow flies from Capsani, how long would it be from Thivis?
Probably a day.
Okay. Okay.
Like, although walking, it's closer to 4.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty good distance. Not huge, but decent.
I'm only wondering because, we are 8th level now, which means Phil can turn into a thing that can fly. And with the ability to summon things that can fly, I wasn't certain if it would be better for me to giant eagle it up. But if it's still several hours, I can't quite maintain that.
Yeah, your
So-
summons wouldn't be able to keep up with that.
Nope. Okay. That's all.
Okay. So, do you guys have any thoughts on where you might want to make landfall?
I think Thivis probably just because it's the closest.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
What is Aranimus?
Who?
The town that's south of Thivis? Ornimus?
Oh, Ornimus? It's another mining town, so it's mostly dwarves and humans.
Okay.
And some, they had some larger brutish style slaves there as well, half-works and whatnot to work the mines.
Okay. Yeah, so I think if we head to Thivis and then just go to the Mage Tower of Mages from them.
Okay, so
Yep.
you head to Thivis. So that is 2 days on a boat, so you guys would get 2 days downtime crafting rolls as you sail. So there's something. You actually would
Who are we
have
taking
gotten...
with us?
I was going to get to that too. You would have gotten one on the way back from Krenshad too. So you'd get 3 total, where we're at right now. And then, what NPC would you like to take with you? If any.
Let's take frick, what is her name? The wizard. What's her name?
Merrily.
Yeah, there it is. Let's
Hey,
bring
natural
her.
20.
Cool. Andy, I will throw Othig in the combat tracker because you got him now, and then I will grab Merrily unless anybody has any objections.
You realize that you're not going to have like any healing now, right?
I was gonna say, would it be unavailable for us to take Hazani as well?
I'm only going to let you guys drag one NPC along.
Okay.
I mean, theoretically, you guys could bring your whole team, but your team is going to have just that. I didn't know if you were going to want to bring any other NPCs along because you got 12 uses of the potion, so that would be 2 uses for each of you if you don't bring an NPC. If you do bring an NPC, then you start to run short.
Right. That's fair.
So, but it's up to you guys. You get quite a bit more spell power in offense with Merrily, but you do, as Andy stated, lose your healing.
But to be fair, Andy can heal.
Yep. Filbert will go ahead and take some defensive.
Okay.
Not defensive, healing style magics.
Okay. All right. So then I think that's settled then. Merrily is happy that Thanak has finally decided to take her someplace, even if it's not someplace nice.
I mean, it's a nice boat ride.
It's a nice boat ride. And that's about where we'll leave that. So you guys dock at Thivis. The journey there was not overly complicated. It was fairly normal. You see a couple of other seafaring vessels. You see a junk from Zinji making its way across the water at one point in time. It's a pretty unusual sight for this far north, but the traders do come up this way, so it's kind of cool to catch that.
What did you call it?
A junk. An Asian junk. It's a style of boat. It's basically a Viking longship done up all Asian style.
This is probably where Filbert would do the polymorph.
On the boat?
In this travel, I don't know how much land travel we have, or not.
No,
That would be once we get to Thivis and we're traveling there. That's where he would do it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I was like, okay, let's put a T-Rex on a boat and see what happens.
I mean, they did it in Jurassic Park. It worked great.
It worked awesome. So,
As Andy, as somebody who was a main healer for WoW for like 8 years.
yeah.
Same here. Yep. Paladin heals like for 8 years.
Yep. Holy cow.
Yep.
Yeah. Being the main healer for
I'm dead. Are you blind?
for Frozen Throne, that's what this was.
Yeah. Seriously. Good times. Good times.
I loved healing in WoW.
A few seconds ago.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, it's too real.
Yeah. This is some serious healer PTSD right there. So you guys land at Thivis, and you start heading out of town unless you want to do something in Thivis. But, I mean, if you want to do...
Thivis.
Yeah, it's Thivis. I mean, it's a big city, but you were just in a big city, so... You start heading out of town, and you don't get too terribly far before I'm going to ask you to make perception checks.
And you roll initiatives.
Oh,
Yeah! Look at that.
Thanak.
That's your D10.
Yep.
Hey!
Yay! 20! Let's see, so... And then you want to roll one out there for Othig, too. I believe he is also at a -1.
Yeah.
Thanic's sitting over there like, man, I see this amazingly. And Phil's like, yeah, I see that even better.
So,
Oh, yeah!
Oh, no.
wow. Othig has a 0.
Yes!
Minus a D10.
This is true. We can roll a D10 and take it away. We don't need to, so it's a -2 in total. But Thanak points it out. Filbert, you see it as well. Mav, yep, yeah. You guys see this coming. Othig is just he's trying to figure out how to fit more weapons in his backpack. Is what he's doing. He's just walking along. He's got his face buried in his backpack, and he's like, "If I put this sideways, that'll never work. I won't get through a door." You know.
He's turned.
No,
into
I definitely am feeling like I'm a little light, and I need to fill the space.
Yes, you've turned into the dad before we pack. Like, let me repack the car for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel that.
The horizon ahead of you the sky is turning a very dark shade of purple, and it's only noon.
Can I ask it not to?
You may certainly try.
I would like to.
Hey, could you not?
I would like to persuade the sky. As persuasion goes, it's pretty good. It's a very impassioned speech. However, the sky is unmoved.
Well, we've done everything we can here, boy.
Hey, Othig. I guess Andy, what's
Hey, Dan.
your constitution?
Matt has a 16.
No, what's Othic's constitution?
It's pretty good. Better than Mav's.
Yep. He also has the tough feat. If you're trying to figure out how he's got so many hit points.
Yeah, but I have it also.
He's got a +4.
So do I.
Well, one of you's doing it wrong.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
It was probably me.
He's better than you.
I mean, let's be honest.
But but you don't add your hit points. It just does it automatically.
Right. His just is nicer to
Right.
him than yours is.
Alright. Figure it out later. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
So as you guys are approaching, you see the sky definitely darkening. It is hard to even see. It's almost like there's a different sky.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, did we get paid for our bag of holding?
That's an excellent question.
So far the courier has not shown up with the COD money.
All right.
Okay.
Do we know how much the COD money is?
1,000.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold. And
Alright.
it's on its way. It is on its way though. I have not forgotten about that. It just isn't happening yet. I have
A moment.
a moment. So that was, you guys, that was such a great thing. It was like the look that everybody at the table gave Hannah was spectacular, and she just said, "I wanted it."
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, it was great. Like, Cole opened it up thinking it was a vial of blood. He's like, "Does it look like a healing potion? I'm a necromancer." I was like, "No, it looks like blood." And he's like, "Ooh, I open it." Blood right in his face. He was like, "What is happening?" So it was great. Yeah, I loved it. Anyways, what do you guys want to do? You want to keep heading that way? Do you want to? Okay. So as you head closer, there's obviously, it becomes pretty apparent, there is a definite line in the sky where this purplish, it's almost like a fog that hangs 100 yards or so up off the ground, has taken over, filled the air, and definitely replaced the area. And you can see winged creatures flying around inside of it up ahead. So how close do you want to get to this stuff before you stop and come up with another plan, or are you just going to keep going?
We are on land, correct?
You are on land. I put your token on the map about where you're at.
Oh, okay. I have the wrong map open. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
I just want to remind Phil. This is Adam reminding Tony as well.
Yeah.
I did mention that there were methods that were seen. So those are probably methods.
Fair enough.
Okay. So neither of you are right.
Well, no, because that's not right, because we didn't start level 1 started differently.
Oh, there were. You guys did have different hit point bonuses because of the commoners.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't remember how we started, but I had 17 hit points as a commoner.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yep.
So maybe he was right. I don't know.
But I should still have more than him, though. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I think he had a bunch extra too, though.
He didn't have as much as I did.
I don't remember.
But he did have more.
Well,
he had more than average.
Regardless, you still have less than what you should have as a normal fighter.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yep.
Because it's...
When you bumped up your
Let Fantasy Grounds do it for me, man.
Did you add that HP to your character?
Did I what, huh?
When your Constitution became a 4, did you add that HP for previous levels?
Yeah, because the Fantasy Grounds won't auto do that.
Oh, maybe I didn't do that.
Yeah,
So,
that is
Because
the
that'd
only
be
thing that I
7
remember
HP,
doing.
potentially.
okay. So that's it. Alright, so I'll figure this out.
Okay.
So it should be...
Filbert is going to turn into a giant owl while he has Pass Without a Trace on and follow the group just slightly above, but staying within the range where they can all have pass without a trace.
Okay, then make another perception check for me.
Ooh, I get advantage. If it's visual or
it is visual
based. So, thank you. Visual or sound perception. Hey, 21.
21. There is a large black creature moving up ahead of your group, between the trees. You can't quite make out what it is. Actually, trying to make out what it is seems to defy your... you catch your owl eyes blinking, trying to focus it. Mm-hmm. It holds itself somewhat out of focus.
Does it seem to notice us, or am I not able to tell that?
I'm going to say you're not able to tell that yet.
Okay. My group doesn't seem to be stealthing.
They say no. I haven't called for the checks yet. So,
gotcha.
Go ahead and make your stealth rolls.
So I will maintain focus on space as we proceed, and if I feel like something is harassing us, I will act appropriately. Okay. Hello, Ryan. You're really quiet again. Barely.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we getting ready to roll initiative?
We don't know. We just know that something is near, or Filbert knows that something is nearby, but none of the rest of the party knows that.
So, and we're currently stealthing, which, Othig, you've got an 18, which is pretty decent for you.
That is really decent.
Thanak, do you want to sneak as well?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was...
Hey, before we do too much, Mav is casting Aid.
Let's get Marilee a stealth check.
I already did.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't.
She's looking pretty stealthy.
And that's with path.
That is with pass without a trace.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, 15.
Okay. And so the extra hit points go on, and you guys continue forward. Filbert, you don't need to make a perception check to see this, but I am going to make you make one to see how much of it you can make out. This black shape comes racing through the trees in the direction of your friends, but you're all on the road, I'm guessing? Or are you sneaking through the tree line? Because you're stealthing now, so you'd probably be sneaking, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think we'd be just off the road.
Because if you're going to try and pass without a trace down the road, I'm going to take away your plus 10.
I would imagine you're doing that where there's some cover to hide behind.
Yep.
So this black shape is racing towards your group, but it doesn't seem to be on a collision course with it. It seems like it's going to pass by parallel.
I will let it, but I'm going to be poised and ready to try and... How big is it? Is it large, small, medium?
It would be a large creature.
Okay, I am also a large creature. Yeah, I will wait for a moment. I will perch into a tree and be ready to swoop at it to intercept if needs.
Okay. Do you want to be in its... If you're in a tree, do you want to be in its line, or do you want to be off to the side?
Just off to the side, but where I can intercept if it heads towards the group.
Okay, then make a perception check for me.
On it. Hey, that's an 18.
18. So, unfortunately, you can't make out many more features of this thing. It is just a racing black blur. But it does round out down behind your group and then run up the other side of the road. It does cross the road for a second, so as you guys are all there now, you can make perception checks at disadvantage, unfortunately, to try and make out this thing. $10 for Matt.
So much.
You said it was
Percept at disadvantage.
Hey!
13 for Othig, 2 for Thanak.
2.
He's got a stick in his eye or something. It's just not so good. You all see the black shape cross the road, but none of you can make out what it is. And then it races back through the woods back to the north.
And we will proceed.
How close?
How long do we see it?
It's there for maybe a breath. It's real fast.
Okay. Okay.
How close do you want to get to the wall, or to the edge of the sky?
I don't think we have a reason to not get as close as we can. We don't have anybody with us that can cast sending, so we don't have the ability to reach and communicate. So
This is true. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. That's alright, I'll fix that. I didn't update Marilee's spell list. I leveled her, but I still only have second level spells. Okay, you guys get to about here, and off in the distance, under the blanket of purplish haze and clouds, you guys can see the Mage's Tower sticking up off the side of the mountain now. The peak of the tower goes up into the fog and disappears into the purple fog.
ooh.
You're just about to the edge where you think you're about to cross over into it, and we're crossing over?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to make an Arcana check, Thanak?
Yeah, sure.
At advantage.
Yeah, definitely at advantage, because Marilee is here as well, so... 17.
It's a good thing we got you rolling with us.
Oh, did we...
No, that's me.
That's you? Okay. So, there's obviously... You can... Mav and Thanak and Marilee can all kind of start to talk about this field, and there is an obvious magical barrier right at the edge of this cloud. And as you're standing there, it is creeping outward very slowly.
How fun.
Maybe at an inch a minute, but it is moving for sure. So, and it's almost like passing into a place. You feel like with the way it looks like you would be moving from air of the desert into air of the tropics, like crossing through. It's just thicker on the other side of it.
Oh, alright.
Okay.
Clearly magical.
You want to cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, I'll cast it real quick.
Okay.
10
Marilee
minutes is not real quick.
No, I'll cast it.
Marilee puts her hand out and tells you to save your spell slots. She's got this one.
Alright.
And she says, "You're not even a third of the caster I am. Don't just let me do what I'm good at."
I am exactly a third the caster she is.
Third caster. So she casts the spell, and she says it's illusion magic.
Hmm.
And it's extraordinarily powerful.
I ain't scared of no illusion.
And it's growing?
It's spreading. Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
fun.
it's growing. The purple horizon is pushing itself forward very slowly.
Yeah, let's go play.
Okay, so you guys are ready to cross through then?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, as you're just about, you kind of gear up and you're about to cross through, you hear a booming voice from behind you. It says, "Fools, do not step into the cloud." And you turn around and look, and standing in the roadway is a huge black unicorn. That looks
Black
pretty,
unicorn?
Yep, it looks pretty familiar to you.
Yeah, we've seen the black unicorn.
You have seen the black unicorn. Oh dear, Filbert. Please roll a d6 or a d8.
I'm a bird, so
That's true.
I'm a giant owl.
So, should it be a D10 so that you can go up and down too?
Yeah, let's do d10. One is up. Lap. Filbert, you poof into the purple. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I get to do so at advantage?
No.
No, that's only for concentration checks. I was like, I don't... Hey, that's a 26.
Hey.
Okay. You yawn the minute you're in this area, and you do feel sleepy, but you shake it off pretty quick.
I'll fly back out.
Okay. And everybody else is starting to talk about remembering the black unicorn, and you're pretty sure it is the one that banished Ulrin. Well, not banished him, but contained Ulrin when you first met him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes,
so I'll turn into
yes,
Filbert and
yes.
bow before him.
And we let Ulrin out.
No, we didn't.
Ulrin was already out.
You did. I had nothing to do with that.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was busy dancing.
Like a fiend.
So, he bows back to Filbert, esteemed ambassador to the smoke methods. Steam methods.
I will...
Or whatever they were.
Smoke. It was the
methods.
smoke. Yep, smoke methods. I'll ask him why.
Why what?
Why not go into the bubble?
He's like, you've already felt its effect. Surely the lady's potion has helped you some. But you need to spend as little time in there as possible. You can still be slowed by its power.
Slow.
Filbert doesn't remember, and Tony doesn't remember. Why are we going? I'll turn to Mav.
Several reasons. Mav and Thanak have been sent to stop from their respective organizations whatever magical mayhem is happening in the north.
Oh, yeah, we'll convey that to the unicorn.
Othig had a dream of the Queen of the Labyrinth who told him to go save her kingdom. And Filbert, the lady's mushroom, told you to go do this.
Well, right, but there's an ally somewhere along too.
Yeah, she is sending you an ally.
Yep. So,
Maybe it's a unicorn.
I'll relay all of that to the unicorn.
It's gotta be the look that Jesus had on his face when the disciples were in the boat talking about they should have brought the bread. And he called them all morons. You've made the unicorn make the face that God makes when he thinks you're stupid.
I mean, I'm used to that, so I will just smile and...
He introduces himself as Rashan the Black, and he has indeed been sent by the lady to aid you.
Hey, I'm sorry you're reluctant to help, but it's okay. We have been victorious in so many other stupid things. Why not this one?
He kind of shakes his head and he nods his head. Was somebody about to say something? I heard a noise.
I was going to apologize for sending the hag back.
Oh, he doesn't care about that. He says that they get sent back all the time.
So.
Can you keep her there?
It's like when you bring something back to like a store.
To Walmart.
It's like, oh, it was defective.
It's just a return policy. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't have a receipt. It doesn't matter. Just leave it.
Yeah, they don't care, but you know that you think they care, so you're just trying to explain, and they're just like, we took it back. We'll take it back. Just put it in the car.
We've got a bin that'll send this back to China, and we don't pay for it. So what do we care?
Yeah.
Back all the time.
Yeah, we'll just take it back. That's how that's how the Feywild feels about hags. We just take them back.
Yeah.
Does Rashad have a different approach for us? Kind of getting to where
he does actually. He tells you that the path that you are about to take would be somewhat foolhardy. And he has an approach for you that, although dangerous, is...
less dangerous.
You would avoid the sleeping curse. If he can open a way into the Shadowfell, and you could move through there.
Sorry, that part cut out for me. Dangerous, but what?
You would be able to avoid you would be able to avoid the effects of the sleeping curse. You have potions
so less dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, less dangerous, currently.
But
Do we know anything about it?
about the Shadowfell?
Uh-huh.
You know it's the place that all the bad things come from.
Yep.
It's kind of the evil side of the Fae. It's the place that has created undead. It's not a happy place.
But it's safer than this bubble, apparently.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
Let's do it.
/in.
All right. So he begins. He takes a stance, and he asks you to guard him as what? What are you doing? What is that?
I'm just making an insight check. It was garbage, so I believe him.
Yeah, absolutely, you believe him. So he takes a stance, and his horn lights up, and you watch as a small gray terror appears in reality out in front of him. And as he does this, and he begins to focus, he tells you you're going to have to make sure he's not interrupted.
Oh, all right.
This is going to take an hour or so.
Oh. Okay.
How big is this area he's affecting right now?
Right now, it's like the size of a quarter.
Right, but how big is it gonna be?
Big enough for all 6 of you to pass through.
I asked him if it would be helpful for me to make a hut.
No, because he could not open this inside of the hut.
Got it. We'll do our best.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. Nothing could go wrong. Except for maybe about a half an hour in, I need you to make perception checks. And that's maybe where something is going to start to go wrong. Oh, that's terrible. That's a 5. That's just awful. And that's one of the better chances you have. That's a 6. That's in that 1.
Filbert is really intent on trying to learn how to do what he's doing.
Hey, Phil.
Wow.
Am I a T-Rex yet?
No. That's a valid point. This is a wonderful time for Filbert to have done that.
But you're not resting, and you're an owl. Oh, you did transform back into Filbert. That's true.
Mm-hmm. But I'm really focused on what this guy's doing, so remind me of that when the fight...
Right.
Okay. So, Rashawn is opening the tear into...
Wait, did you say Raishan?
Rashawn. Why? Why are you yelling that name at me?
That's the
Raishan
name
is
from...
Green Dragon.
Yep, from Vox Machina.
The Green Dragon? The ancient Green Dragon?
No. It's probably Roshan, too. It's Roshan, so Roshan. It's not. No, that's a stupid name for a dragon. It's a great name for a black unicorn.
You just made my day.
So,
And that's going to be on the internet.
gosh, I was going to make it worse. I said Marisha probably named that one. So, you guys do not notice what's coming, and I am going to need you to roll initiative with, seriously, 8 was your highest roll.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was just bad.
An 8 minus 6.
You guys are banking on Mav going first. That's not good.
Oh, did
Yes.
I'm sorry, we got did, and then it was gone, Ryan.
Now Ryan's
Cut
gone.
out right after.
Oh, now you're back, but super quiet.
Yeah, I can't help that. Sorry.
Did what? No.
I think he wants to ring the gong, if I had to guess.
No, did someone take the gloves? The gloves.
Oh, that's right. I had said that I would like him, but and nobody argued, but I haven't done anything with him yet.
I don't even know what gloves we're talking about.
I was thinking about taking them, but I mean, if you...
Well, how many items are you attuned to?
I think 1.
No, it's more than 1.
1, 2.
For sure your glaive.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. He doesn't have his glaive marked. You have the glaive, the boots of springing and striding, and your ring of blade ward. And potentially the longbow of penetrating force.
Yeah.
Oh, that is absolutely attunable. Yeah.
So
I don't think he's using the ring of blade ward though.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a no on that too. He's never used it.
I mean, I haven't ever used it. I don't know. I feel like I probably haven't seen too many instances where I could.
Yeah, but you are still that would still put you at 3. So
Yeah.
I guess for now I'll use it, because it would require you to unattune to something. So
Okay.
while you're not in control of your character, I'll use it, and then next week we'll figure out.
That's cool.
So if I'm correct, Mike, all that did was if you hit 5 over their AC, it does
Yes.
extra damage.
Yep.
Okay.
You add a 1d4 bleed effect.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
I'm setting up my map here.
I'll probably go first.
Well, they're going to get to go first for a round because nobody saw him coming. Who's got alert?
Me? Tony.
Tony cannot be
Silver.
surprised. Anybody else immune to surprise?
No.
So I get to go. Yay! Nothing bad can possibly happen.
Okay. So everybody else, you swirling down out of the sky, coming out of the pinky purple blackness, are these little buggers. And
Oh no.
yeah. Let's see. So this one is going to attack Thanok. Oh, that's a nat 1. That's a terrible way for me to open my combat up. That's what he recovers. So, and then
Okay. Mike might be coming over when we're done to watch that.
Mav is skipped. So this guy, these two guys here, I will roll 2.
Oh! Now I got more than 2 negative
Andy,
yard.
you're on your microphone.
It should be muted.
It's not.
Maybe it is muted and it's still coming through.
That
He
really
was-
scared me.
He was
Yes.
cheering so loudly that we all heard it coming through my windows in the
yours.
house, and the microphone picked it up.
My apologies. So the microphone was red initially, and then it was no longer red.
Let's see, 3 and 6. Where's 3? 3 is right there, and 6 is... Where's 6? So Rashawn is clawed by one of these mephits, and I'm guessing so is Mav. Because, Mav, your AC is not going to be 17, correct?
Nabs should be.
He muted himself.
I don't think it is, but we'll find out.
No, I think his AC is like 50 because he's not wearing any. He's got the ring of protection, but
So Rashawn is going to take 2d6 plus 2 is 7 points of slashing damage, and he is going to make a Constitution saving throw, which he is going to fail, but then choose to succeed.
Got him.
To answer your question, I rely on my dexterity of 0, or plus 0, for my defense. Actually, I really rely on my good luck plus 5 for my dexterity.
Mav, you are going to be hit then by this mephit. So, are you going to shift because you still got that sucker, right?
Let me see if I'm attuned to that. I am attuned. Nope, I'm not attuned. It
Okay.
requires attunement.
So then,
So
2d6 plus 2. Oh, that is 13 points of slashing necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That'll do. So, Filbert, you're up.
what map are we on? I don't have a map up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I never shared it. My bad.
I mean, I'm all for theater of mind.
So you guys are currently surrounding Rashawn as these things are swirling down upon you. And, yeah, one of them's on him. The others, there's one on each of you, including Marilee.
So Thanak becomes a T-Rex, and Filbert becomes... so Thanak becomes a 3x3. Filbert becomes a 2x... Because I'm going to become an Allosaurus. And that'll end my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, actions. I need to heal myself. So Thanak, you have 136 temporary hit points.
Yes.
From being a T-Rex.
The aid that the 5 that I already had, that's max hit points, right?
Excellent.
Correct.
I don't know.
Okay.
So there's your actions.
You said 130. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 136. Unless you want to specifically roll 13d12 plus 52. But
No.
I do random because I think it's fun, but I often lose on that. So
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
and then I need to sharp for self.
That's a big Thanak.
That is a big Thanak.
Filbert is a big old. So.
Okay.
Ta-da!
So, let's see. 21 for number 4. Othig, and I have a... Say 21 hit you? Othig is Andy, and Andy is...
Talking to his wife.
Talking to his wife.
A 21, unless he's attacked.
Did you hear me?
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Yeah, that should hit.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
Like, I didn't get a chance to attack, so I wouldn't have parried yet, so I wouldn't have a bonus to AC.
Yep, that's true. So you are going to take 2d6 plus 2 slashing damage. That is going to be 8 slashing damage to Othig, and I need Othig to make a Constitution saving throw. That makes it. Let's see, Marilee is going to get attacked now. That is a 20 to hit her. She's going to... What's her AC? I should check that before I throw... Actually, no. She'll just throw shield up. Because that's what you got to do. I can't decide to throw that up because that's not fair. So she throws shield up, and I believe she's still going to get smucked. Yep, she's definitely still going to get smucked. Shield goes up. She gets hit for 6 points of slashing necrotic damage. And make her saving throw. She is not going to. Marilee takes a point of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yep. And it's her turn. And she screams out for everybody who can move to get closer to the unicorn. And then it's this Nightmare Mephit's turn, and it is going to attack Filbert.
I have a 14 AC right now.
Well, that's a 26 on the dice.
Not gonna hit.
So I need you to make a con save, and you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage.
Uh, 15 for the con save.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry I'm not rolling this on you guys tonight. I did not get a chance to tinker with the Mephits in Fantasy Ground, so if I use what they're actually doing, it won't do a good job.
Makes sense.
So 15 on the con save. You're okay. Othig, can't do anything. Thanak can't do anything. Top of the round. Back to Nightmare Mephit 2. That is going to attack the T-Rex. And that is going to be an 18 to hit the T-Rex. So I'm guessing that's going to hit.
He's currently at 14.
Yep.
Tony, where's the stat sheet?
I tried to share it with you, but it's in the NPC list.
What's the name of it?
T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I don't have that.
You have to turn on the monster manual in the library.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. They don't have it loaded. Right.
Cool. So you're going to take 5 points of necrotic slashing damage, and I'm going to need you to make a con save as a T-Rex, which I'm guessing is
a +4 right now.
Really good.
Plus, am I still proficient in con saves?
No, you take on the statistics and the mannerisms of the creature you changed into. You retain your personality, but if somebody tells you... Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I just didn't know what the...
But if somebody tells you to go get bread, that's all you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of all I want to do. So, hold on. That is without
16.
Proficiency. I don't know if T-Rex is proficient, though.
T-Rex takes a point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Mav, you're up.
Well...
Once the form drops, though, does the exhaustion go away?
I don't know.
Because I feel like the physical exhaustion that would come from that would go towards the form, and once the form is gone...
is it physical exhaustion or is it mental exhaustion?
That's fair. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, Are you killing this one in front of you here? Is that what's happening?
Mav yells at us to bugger off.
Okay. Then I'm going to need a con save from you at disadvantage. As this guy explodes. And you see in the cloud of explosion... that's really nice. You do not take exhaustion. You do take 12 points of necrotic damage, though. And you see multiple of, terrifying things that you've dreamt about. Things that you dreamt about when you were a child. And other stuff just exploding out of the mist surrounding this creature. And it tries to penetrate you, but you back up and get away from it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this one is going to attack Rashawn again. And that's another nat 1, so it's not going to hit him. That's a good recovery. So he's not doing nothing but casting his spell. Filbert.
I'm a thing.
You're an Allosaurus.
I'm going to bite and chomp and be all angry. So, let's see. To attack is this. Blap. Hey, I got him. And then I will chomp.
All right. Which one?
Oh,
is
no.
it?
Number...
Yep, so he blows up and I need a con save from you.
Con save.
Nat 20. Okay, so you will take 17 points of necrotic damage as the manifestation of your worst fears tries to rip itself into you. And then Othig is going to be attacked here by this little guy, and it's going to miss him. And Marilee is going to be attacked, and she is going to get hit. She will attempt to make a con save and fails, so she is going to take another point of exhaustion.
Holy cow.
Jeez.
Oh, and that's max damage for her too, so that's 14 points of necrotic slashing damage on her. She's getting her butt handed to her. So
okay.
It is her turn, so she is going to shift over, and she's going to look over at the giant lizard, scary Thanok, Tyrannosaurus.
I'm a Thanaxorus Rex.
Thanaxorus Rex. Actually, hold on. You might not be, because Filbert has seen an Allosaurus, and so he was trying to make a really big Allosaurus, knowing that he'd heard there are bigger ones out there. But I need to make sure that Filbert, do you want to roll the luck roll on this, or should I?
I'm on it. 15.
Okay, so you get pretty close, except the Tyrannosaurus has the head of a giant pig. Not a boar, but like a bacon pig. So,
So what does that do for my bite?
You can still have your bite. You can still have all the same statistics as a
It's just
Tyrannosaurus. You just look like a giant lizard pig.
I'm a Thanaxorus pig.
Question. So I have these mittens that make my attacks as a creature acidy. If I were to polymorph myself, would I still get those acid claws?
No. That's only in
Okay.
your beast shape.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Okay. So she scoots back, and then as she does, surrounding everybody but Thanok, he's caught in the middle of it, is a wall of fire. And she says, "I'm sorry, but you're so gross right now."
You just want bacon. I don't make bacon.
I'm not convinced. So that's 5d8 at this level.
So it's hitting...
Everything outside of the circle of characters.
Gotcha.
Okay. Not a real good wall of fire, unfortunately. There's a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 3 in there.
Having the T-Rex stat sheet out has completely bogged down my system.
Oh no.
So, like...
What? You found that?
I'm so happy right now. That might just be how he purposefully summons it every time.
That's what they're supposed to look like, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, you found a picture of a Tyrannosaurus with a pig head. That's just amazing.
Did you see the name? Jurassic Pork.
Yeah, Jurassic Pork. It's gorgeous. So only one of the methods is going to fail their saving throw, unfortunately. And he's not, and it's not even going to kill him.
I thought she was a better caster than you, Thanak.
I mean, she is. I'm just not a good caster.
A third.
Alright, and then that is her turn. Othig!
Othig. Oh, and he is going to...
Are you going to stab
Glaive.
stuff? Yeah, glaive.
I'm going to stab stuff.
He would have gotten an attack of opportunity we forgot about that. We need to remember his
He
ability.
was surprised. He would not have.
Oh, I thought you still got reactions.
You get reactions if it's after your turn.
Yep.
But that's it.
So, he is going to polearm, glaive this guy.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah!
Bye-bye! No, it goes home.
Alright, so...
I suppose. No, it would disappear.
It would. You banish that one. So...
What?
Off it goes.
Get him!
Off it goes. And
Get him!
Bye!
You do still manage to hit that, even with a terrible roll. And you kill that
which
one.
one was that?
The one next to Marilee.
Oh no,
Sorry,
it's
Marilee.
Marilee's gonna take a crap on the damage.
Yes, but it was better than the alternative of it continuing to stab at her.
I disagree. Her taking damage is bad.
She is now up to 35 points of damage. And... Constitution saving throw. That's a nat 20 on her con save, so she does not take another point of exhaustion.
Does the con save help with the damage at all?
Nope, does not.
So that damage just happens, you don't get to save off of it?
The con save is against the exhaustion.
Gosh, that's a ridiculous attack.
From trying to fight off your mental nightmares. It is definitely a psychological exhaustion. Thanak, Saurus Rex.
I can't really see what's going on because my turn is still like everything is super slow on yeah. So I'm trying to unload the monster manual, but it's not at the moment.
Okay. Do you want me to just make attack rolls?
Yeah, I can't actually see the map though because I have.
You got one right next to you.
Okay.
You could probably move out of the fire though.
How much damage was the fire? Because I couldn't add that.
It was only 17. It was a very terrible wall of fire.
Okay, so the little bit that I did read said the T-Rex has multi-attack, but it can't attack the same target.
Correct.
So,
that was terrible.
I guess I'll make. Oh my gosh, this thing. I will.
Bite it.
I feel blind right now. I can't see the map. Like I could see it, and now it's covered.
You feel blind.
Who's? There's somebody next to me, isn't there?
Mav and Roshan.
No, an enemy.
Yes, there is.
So, I will. Does this work now? No, it doesn't. So I will bite. No, here's what I'm gonna do. I will tail swipe the guy that's next to me. Because I
Okay.
can see the map now, but I can't do
You,
it with
you
it.
trying to?
We did move you
Baseball
over
bat him
there.
out of the way.
You were on the other side. So if you don't want to be there, you can go back.
Well,
to
here's
the
what
other
I want
side.
to do. I want to tail swipe the guy next to me,
Yeah.
and then the guy on the other side. And I'll take the attack of opportunity. I would like to move over on the other side. Roshan, bite the method thing by him, and then if it succeeds, I can grapple him and then move him away.
Okay.
You're gonna kill it with that much damage. It's just gonna pop.
Oh, is it?
It
Is
might.
it
yeah.
that weak?
It's 4d12 damage plus 7.
I know it's 40, 12 plus 7.
I would say though, if being a giant T-Rex, if you bite and kill it, I will give the others advantage on their saving throws, as most of the explosion is
Okay, yeah.
contained in your mouth.
Yeah, that's totally
You're gonna tail slap this one
Yeah.
and hit it.
Yep, that will hit. Phil's rolling damage for you, so that one blows up.
Okay.
So roll a con save for T-Rex as I roll your...
You got that, Adam, or no?
I can't do anything at the moment.
All right. It'll save with an 18
Filbert,
for the
that
con
is
save.
15 points of damage, and you do resist the exhaustion.
Okay.
And then he'll move over there, I'm guessing, but he's got to go through the firewall. He took the damage from the firewall already. Can he take it again?
No, and I would say Marilee, even once she watches that last Mephit go down that's getting hit by it, she'd just drop it, because it serves no purpose at
Okay.
this point.
And then, yeah, he'll run around this side and bite this mess. And hit it, and probably eat it.
Yeah, there's a 12 in
Yum.
there. He definitely eats it.
30 damage.
All right.
Got eaten by pig source.
So Rashawn needs to make a saving throw. So does Othig and Filbert. Rashawn makes his.
15 for Filbert.
Okay. And the Tyrannosaurus needs to make one. Othig, yeah. And you guys can have advantage if you don't make it. The DC is 15, so... Oh, yeah. Othig makes that pretty easily.
So does the Tyrannosaurus. Is that an 18?
Okay. The Tyrannosaurus should not have gotten advantage, though. And you did drop a 2.
I did drop it, too, so he'll fail it.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't know. Just re-roll, please.
Meh.
So that is...
Plus 4 is a 10.
Okay, so he will fail it. So
So that puts me at 2 levels of exhaustion, correct?
correct.
Yep. So your speed is halved as a Tyrannosaurus.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna close out of this.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Restart it.
I was actually going to suggest that, and then we got to doing other
Yeah.
stuff.
So I don't know if you're gonna need to unleash
release.
or release.
Oh, yeah, I might
Unleash Panic. I mean, or release him.
kick him out.
Yeah.
A character who is in polymorphed while prone, frightened, or paralyzed thus keeps these conditions, and likewise they would keep any levels of exhaustions they had before they were polymorphed.
Before they were polymorphed, but not while they were
But
polymorphed.
it doesn't really say during.
There you go.
Okay. So, yeah, if they make a distinction on before, I would say then when you transform back, you will not be exhausted.
Cool.
All right.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
really good to know.
Yeah.
Another reason why druids are just
Well, there's other people that disagree with that here.
Sure. But wild shape's also different, Thanak, than polymorph. Polymorph is a magical effect. This
Right.
wild shape is me actually using my body.
And still his
So,
body, just in a different form.
Yep. Let's continue protecting. Let's make a perimeter, maybe a little further away from. No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to stomp around as an Allosaurus a bunch. So, and then Thanak, do you want to be on the opposite side of the Allosaurus as a
yeah.
Pigsaurus Rex? Okay.
Yeah. Do you mean like flanking?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know who posted that one you just posted?
It was just on Stack and Change, so it wasn't anybody official. Mark or Dale.
Oh, okay, cool. He does quote the player's handbook, though, so... We'll roll for now with polymorph. If you are affected by a condition, that condition will stick to the polymorphed creature. However, beast shape, since it's Filbert's body, will pass on to Filbert.
Okay.
That's I think, for now, at least a fair ruling. So, Rashawn kind of shoots you guys a side eye and looks a little displeased that you got methoded up. You were supposed to be watching.
We were watching.
As he's
We watched him blow up.
as he's kind of concerned about that, Mav is just going to start patting him on the shoulder and say that we'll do better next time, bud. And healer is up.
Cool. You use your healer kit on him? So you're wrapping him in bandages. He looks like he's got a toothache. He wraps his head up.
Are you also fixing Marilee?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, she's looking real rough. She did not have a good time in that fight. But she took it like a champ.
Yeah.
It was a good heal.
No complaints. Just took it. She's very grateful for that. As you're patching up and healing everybody and getting ready to make sure that you don't get attacked again, the portal does fully open, and you do see some more methods headed your way through the clouds. Roshan suggests we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn back into Filbert and try and shove the T-Rex through the hole.
I don't know how much damage I took overall.
I kept track. You have an additional 35 on top of what you had already taken.
35 extra damage, you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you guys make it through. The T-Rex is squished through the portal. It is just barely big enough and magical enough for him to kind of...
Don't you know that the T-Rexes can contort their shapes like octopus?
Sure. I don't know that, but sure.
You don't not know that.
That's true.
Maybe just their arms.
Maybe. So you watch him tuck all in, and he sucks his breath in, and rib cage tightens up. It kind of just goes through this, it's almost like a cervix birthing a T-Rex on the other side.
Well, it's like it on the chest.
It's a terrible, terrible thing that's happening to this portal. But all of you appear on the other side in a extraordinarily bleak place. The landscape is gray. The sky is gray. There seems to be a sun somewhere, but you can't see it through the haze and the clouds. A swarm of bats flies by as you come through the portal. And the trees are withered and gray. Some of them have leaves, some of them don't. And off in the distance, you look around and you realize you're standing in almost the same place that you just were. It's just a reflection of where you were. And you can see a very broken and destroyed-looking mage's tower hanging off the side of the mountains. It looks like the base is beginning to cave away, and it's actually got a little bit of a lean to it, and you don't expect it to... You're actually surprised it's still standing, honestly. You're like, I don't expect that to stand much longer. And you watch as a couple of bricks fall off of it and clatter to the ground. You can see it even from the distance you're at. It's pretty abysmal. Surrounding the base of this tower is a huge black thicket.
Okay.
How far is it?
It's a couple of miles.
Well,
Shall we get going?
yeah.
Okay. Rashan tells you that you are now in the Death Dells.
Awesome.
He urges quiet and stealth, you're going to have to pass through the Black Briars, and you do not want to attract the attention of the ghouls that live there.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
I promise I won't use my war gong this time, guys.
Okay.
That's a wonderful.
I agree.
Hey Tony, do you still have my stat sheet up?
I do.
What's my dex? It's pretty low, isn't it?
It's a +0.
Oh, okay, that's what mine is.
So my wife just came home. I'm going to say hi to her, and then I'm going to close the office doors. Or maybe she's going to come say hi to you guys?
Hey,
Close the doors.
Well, just because I'm loud.
Hi!
It makes a little buffer and a barrier, so you don't have to.
Hi, Lynn.
They're all saying hi.
Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Hey, we
Hi.
matched today.
Can you hear me?
They can hear you. Oh, I can.
Lynn, I'm here too.
See me. That's true.
There, I can hear you.
Hey, Liddy, we match.
We match? Oh yeah. Do you have boots on?
I did. Mine definitely aren't as trend.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I could not pull those off. Just saying. I could try.
Okay, bye. Love you all.
Yeah. That was awesome.
All right, Lynn. If we get too loud, feel free to close the doors.
Okay, we'll close the doors.
Okay. All right. So let's see, you guys. What did I just tell you? I told you to be quiet. That's what I told you to do.
Yep. And Filbert said he's casting Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So everybody make a stealth check.
+10.
Hey! I am more stealthy as a giant T-Rex.
Yeah, you are. You beautiful T-Rex, you. Sorry, Pig Rex.
Oh,
Big Rex.
that's not bueno.
Yeah, that's not so good.
Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
that's no good.
But it's
That's a
still
+10.
13.
Okay. So you guys do your best to start.
the giant T-Rex looks down at you guys and is just like, guys, quiet.
It's just like oink. Can you imagine the volume of that big noises coming out of that and the squealing? It would just be just terrifying. Just absolutely terrifying. So, hold on, I'm gonna get the doors.
Hey, Ryan,
Yeah.
do you have any memory of what your hit points were at level 1?
No.
We should be done right on time, and then maybe go over to the Rollins to watch football game. Second half.
18.
What?
He had 18 hit points at level 1.
No, I had 18 hit points at level 1.
Fine, he had 23 hit points.
No, he had less than I did.
Fine, he had 7.
He might have had the same, but I want to say he had Steam.
All right. So, and you guys start to move towards the Briar Patch. As you get closer, you realize this is just no ordinary thicket. It's huge. It's massive. It's seriously maybe 100 feet tall. It weaves in and among itself. The entire ground is covered by briars and thorns. It makes tunnels inside of it. It's just huge and gnarly and ugly.
I would like to summon a team of tar babies.
You want to do what?
That's racist.
It is racist.
That's so racist. You shouldn't say things like that.
What is that from? That's from dang it, what's the movie with Uncle
With
Reed
Tar Babies?
with tar babies?
The Tar Babies? That was,
The rabbit.
the Briar Rabbit.
Rare rabbit. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I want to be Briar Bear. I'm going to turn into a Briar Bear, and I'm going to get a team of tar babies.
No.
Oh, I can't even with you right now. Please stop.
Gotta catch me that Briar Rabbit.
So you guys come in right over here, and unfortunately, you're not being too terribly quiet.
It's that stupid gong. Orphan's trying to keep it under control.
Six, man. I'm
Mav's trying to help him.
It's like there's so many like branches. They just keep hitting the war gong, even though he's trying to like keep it quiet. Every time he turns around, it finds another branch and bangs on it.
With Oathig around. I'm just gonna stop wasting spell slots on Pass without a trace.
I didn't do it.
To be fair, he wasn't much worse than Mav.
Yeah, it's true. Mav is not much quieter. Mav reaches out to get the gong a couple of times and ends up banging it around instead of quieting it. It's just loud. It's just loud. So you guys are sneaking through, and you can see the passage. You can see a decent passage that Rashawn leads you to. And he tells you he's going to, unfortunately, not be able to aid you much if you are to come under attack because he is keeping the leech briars at bay. And you can see his horn is glowing.
Good man.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Secure the gong.
It's secured.
Clearly not. Got a 13. How long is our travel?
How long?
Yeah,
Like, from when to when? Like
time-wise, because I don't have polymorph for long.
oh,
Yeah, it's an hour tops, right? Isn't it?
you're probably 15 minutes outside of the briar forest.
Oh, wonderful.
So you probably have a half hour on it left after healing. And no, it'd be less than that because Rashawn had to finish his ritual.
Yep.
You probably
Half an hour
have
to
10,
finish
15
it.
minutes left.
Alright, we'll see what happens.
Okay. So you guys are going to move deeper into the briar forest then?
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have much of a choice. It's either that or go back, and going back seems dull.
I mean, that's still a choice.
Well, sure, I said dull, not... Forward is adventure, backwards is,
A different adventure.
maybe.
All right. So you guys move deeper into the patch, and the place opens up a little bit. In this area, woven between all the different briar hunks and branches and things, there are definitely dozens of bodies pulled down inside of this. They all look dried out, drained, mummified. It's a pretty macabre scenario here.
Awesome.
We like it
Is
here.
this like we're gonna run into the Wicker Man?
The Wicker Man.
Bees.
Bees. Is there anything here that looks like... Because Filbert's, Filbert.
Is there anything that looks like what?
Reagents or usable in a poultice or a potion.
Make a perception check.
Walkie-talkie. I'm good at those. Perception. Pussy. Blap.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
That is a total of 32.
32.
32. So you look around, and there are, underneath, growing off a lot of the bodies, underneath the branches and brambles you're standing on, there are some greenish, blackish berries.
Ooh. I would like to attempt to harvest some of those by having the T-Rex grab them with all of his fate.
Okay.
Because I
So,
don't want to touch this stuff because it looks like it's going to try and pull me in.
so
It's gonna pull me in.
I'm going to make a perception check for Rashawn at disadvantage because he is concentrating, but he's still very perceptive. He advises you to do no such thing.
What do the berries do?
To touch them is to invite paralysis.
Oh.
To consume
Invite
them,
paralysis?
to consume them would be to invite death. Here,
That's
in the
bad.
Shadowfell,
Oh,
we would never get you back.
that's bad.
You got some vials, right? You just...
I was just going to say, Marilee, do you have... Are you a mage with a hand, with a mage hand?
She is.
Can she do it? I'll say that to the unicorn.
He says we should not waste much time. If you're going to be foolish, do it quickly.
I do it quickly.
I don't think you can put a time frame on that.
Luck roll.
So, so Marilee casts Mage Hand, and you help guide her to what she wants to do, and you do manage to scoop up 3 of the berries. It's almost like it was meant to be. They just roll straight into the vial. And yeah, you do it quickly. You do it almost completely in silence. And yeah.
Got him. Shadow berries. That's right. My D doesn't work.
We moving
All
on?
right, cool.
Moving
Yes,
on then?
progress. Proceed. Move forward. Avanti. Paralysis.
Okay, so you head down to the next area, which again it opens up and it's similar to the last area, only this area the bodies are much closer to the surface.
That's bad.
And Rashawn tells you not to touch them, to avoid them if possible. And so I'm going to need acrobatics checks from everybody.
Oh,
Including the T-Rex, who will make his at disadvantage. No, I'm going to say you're back to Thanok at this point.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after the berry
Is it
harvesting.
acrobatic?
Acrobatics.
So 10 is the first one then. Still.
Okay, 10. Mav got a 7.
Hey, 15.
Would I be able to put like position my shield in such a way that it would brush up against the shield without touching me?
No, you're more. You could do that, but you've been more instructed to not disturb them.
Oh, okay.
So, but then let's see, Mav. Yeah, none of you guys are all that hot. Filbert, you're all right. Othig got a 12. Mav, you at one point in time you step on what looks to be a very healthy branch or bramble, very solid one, and it just collapses beneath you, and it drops you down onto a corpse. Thanok, you turn around to see what's going on, and you put your foot right through a section and kick one. Othig just decides to start stabbing things, probably, I don't know.
These guys are so scared of the undead that they just can't handle those around
It's just not going good. And the bodies, their eyes pop open, and they're glowing black sockets. It's a black light that's actually glowing. And they begin to howl and yip like some sort of animal.
I wish those sort of brought Hazani.
Make perception checks for me now. That's terrible. That's a 5. That's 14. That's not bad. That's, oh my gosh, you guys are terrible tonight. 14 is your best.
No, we are always terrible at perception.
That's true.
It's not true. Usually Filbert or Mav pulls you guys out of the dumper. Tonight, not so much. The noise is just too much. It's terrifying. They sound like they're feral beasts. You just scramble out of the area, and they do not attack or anything though. And so now you're over here, and you can see a decent ways down into the bramble forest again.
Yay.
Rashawn tells you at this point in time that you should be expecting the ghouls.
Right.
Got it.
At alert. Prepared for death. I mean danger.
So you move a little further down, and you spot a dead end over here, and then the passage that Rashawn is leading you down continues to the south.
I'm gonna keep my eyes above us just in case so nothing falls on top.
Okay, it is a solid canopy of brambles here. It's almost darkness in here. It's definitely dim light. So you guys move a little further down, and you go around the bend. That'll work. I didn't hit the shift key, but that's fine. I'll give it here a sec. And it opens up into a little bit wider space. And as you enter this space, you begin to hear the snapping of branches and the crackling of things going on, and you see they're shaking and moving and popping out of the brambles. Is anybody doing anything?
I would like to cast Daylight.
You would like to cast you cast Daylight, and you hear a little squeaky voice go, "Ach, my eyes!" And this skinny little gnome comes out of the brambles. And he squints as he's like, "It's so bright." He just covers his eyes with his hands. And he's emaciated, he's super thin, he looks like he hasn't eaten anything in a year. Got a long scraggly beard, almost no clothes on at all.
I will use my cloak to cover the day.
Okay. He blinks, he's like, "It's so much better. It burned. It burned my eyes. What are you doing here?"
What are you doing here?
And Rashawn gives him a snort as well. And he's like, I'm sorry, my lord. You just haven't been through here in ages. He says he's the Thatch Keeper.
Hello, Thatch Keeper.
And his job is to care for the briar thatch.
To keep the thatches.
Yeah.
Mav would compliment him on his briars.
Yeah, he has some really nice briars.
He says thank you. He's surprised. Well, not really surprised. And then he starts to stumble over his words because he's about to tell you that he was surprised you're not dead. And this is actually how he's saying it. I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised. I was going to say you're surprised you're not dead, but you're not dead because obviously Rashawn is with you. And he wouldn't let you die because he's not going to die. And it's just this ramble of words about how you haven't died in the briars.
It's a ramble in the bramble.
It is a ramble in the bramble, indeed.
All right. How much further through the bramble?
Not far at all. But they're
Can
coming.
you get us through safely? Oh, they're coming.
They're coming. I cannot. I only tend to them. I dare not fight them off.
How soon will they be here?
Moments.
Oh, good. Moments. I'm going. Thanik, you want to be a T-Rex again? A Pig Rex?
Mav is going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
3.
No, let somebody else. Let somebody else be a T-Rex. I'll share.
I will cast it on.
I mean, you don't have to cast it on anybody.
I want to cast it on the. Hey, buddy, you want to be a Pig Rex?
What?
Poof.
Big Rex.
So, you turn him into that, and Rashawn says, "No, it's too late. The weight here, it rips a hole in the brambles, and this gnome as a T-Rex just disappears straight from sight. And you hear it squealing and just making all of these pig noises as it tumbles down into darkness below. And Rashawn looks at you and says, "Do you know how hard it is to find a Bramble Keeper?" And
He'll be okay. He's got 136 extra hit points.
he's
No,
not
gone.
going to be okay.
He's gone.
Well,
The
that's a
gnome,
4th level spell.
the gnome is definitely not okay. So
You just killed his keeper.
that is now a hole where there once was a gnome.
This isn't my fault.
It's exactly your fault.
Always your fault.
I blame Thanak. He told me to cast it on somebody else.
The only
I
fault
followed it up with.
it is
you don't have to
yours.
Cast it on anybody.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. What?
Now you guys, you do hear yipping and howling, very similar to the sound that the corpses were making, and they are coming from down the passage and through the brambles, and exploding out of the brambles are a half dozen large, rotting hyena men. in patchwork armor. They definitely have an undead, ghoulish appearance about them, and they are coming. So you need to roll initiative.
They have half speed as they go through my
Spirit Guardians. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, guys, again? You're gonna make Mav go first?
It's easier this way.
I mean, it's just easier to set up whenever you cast the guiding bolt.
That's true. You guys can all steal my attack.
Alright, and Roshan wants to know if you want him to help fight or if you want him to keep the leech brambles at bay still.
No, you can keep the leech brambles. Yeah, okay. You do you. Do I feel like I'm still concentrating on the spell?
No. No, it ended in a sensation of darkness and pain.
Yeah, okay.
I missed that. What does Roshan want to know?
He wanted to know if you wanted him engaging in the fight or continuing to keep the leech brambles at bay.
Did we vote keep the leech brambles at bay?
You did. Yeah. We did vote that.
I'm going to uncover the daylight and just let it shine in here.
Okay. Marilee says, I suppose I shouldn't light this on fire, right?
Correct.
I mean, we can't make it that much worse. The keeper's gone.
Yes, we can.
Let it
you
burn.
Never say it can't get worse.
Seriously.
We never say that. It just gets worse anyways.
Right. So saying it can't hurt anyone.
No.
So
that is the wrong statement.
Dropping down, bursting up out of the brambles, all sorts of places, right straight into the Spirit Guardians are a bunch of gnolls. They do show up almost exactly the moment that Mav gets that spell off. And these things look absolutely hideous. Make perception checks for me. It sounds like they're gibbering something that sounds almost like language. Ooh, that's good. 21 is good. That's 25. That's very good.
Hey!
15.
Hey!
They're...
Guys, we understand gnoll hyena thingies.
Real well. They're gibbering a name, it sounds like, and then you keep hearing the phrase is coming. The sleeper has awakened him. The sleeper has awakened Yenogu. He is coming.
Oh, God. Okay.
And you say that, you mumble that, and one of them goes, yes, 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 yes. Let's see. So where are we at with initiative? Oh, they get to go first. 2 of them do.
Yep.
Cool. So let's start this up. This one down here is going to attack Thanok. And again, I think I can roll damage on you guys for these guys. Thanok, does a 21 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so he is going...
Are you rolling it on me?
I did not roll it on you, no.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can. I just didn't know if you did.
I will be able to roll damage on you, yes. Okay. So you are...
I know this is probably helping you, but if these creatures are like hyenas, they probably have pack tactics and would stay next...
Next to what?
Each other.
They would stay next to each other. If they have pack tactics, they would get advantage if they're next to each other.
They do. I'm getting there.
Okay, yep.
This is just where they burst up out of the ground. They used all of their movement to get here this round, so
Gotcha.
I appreciate that, but yeah, they will be doing it. Thanok, I need you as this thing latches its teeth into you to make a Constitution saving throw. You feel your muscles seizing up.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Thanok, you are paralyzed.
Got him.
And so then, as it's biting you, you watch as it pulls a huge glaive off of its back and just rams it straight into you. That's
where that goes.
Will it get you? It is going to get you. That's a 28 on the die.
I'm going to get you!
How nice is the glaive?
You're going to get me!
It's not real nice at all. It's pretty nasty looking.
But it would go excellently in your infinite armory.
Look, I don't just take any old weapons, okay? The dissolve staff was a memento for.
Filbert, the next one is going to bite at you, and that's a 23. That's going to hit you, so I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I've got standards.
20.
20. You are not paralyzed, but you do take 9 points of damage, and then it is going to attempt to glaive you as well. But it doesn't have advantage because you're not paralyzed. And it will get you with its glaive for 12. Mav, roll your Spirit Guardian damage on these guys. They are all in it. Thank you.
Yeah. No, well, that was not bad.
No, that's alright.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so of that, Mav is going to yell at Othig to kill number 5. Obviously not quite in that terms, but
Yeah. Right.
so that Marilee's not quite fighting it on her own.
Yeah, she's looking real unimpressed with her situation again.
Yeah.
Is the daylight affecting these creatures at all?
It is not.
Okay.
Where is my guiding bolts? There it is. Well, that should hit.
That does hit.
We're gonna do that.
Bam.
Average. And then that. And then that's his turn.
Okay. So that's Mav, and now it's this ghoul here who's going to attack Filbert with the bite. That one is going to miss. And then so he's going to come after you with the glaive. And that's going to stick you. He's going to stick you. 10. And let's see here. Next guy is after Othig. Othig, you're going to get bitten maybe here. We'll find out here in a moment. Chomp. 21 to hit. So I'm going to need a con save from our brother Othig. That's a fail. Othig, you are paralyzed. So now this guy gets an advantage on his glaive. And he will hit with the glaive. That's a terrible crit damage.
Just point of order.
Yeah.
Did Othig get his attack as I moved into range?
No, he did not, but he would. That is a point of order. This is definitely a situation where he would have. And I didn't roll the damage on him, but he's going to take another 9.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so that's Rashawn's turn, but I didn't even put him on the map. He's keeping his ward up, so he's standing kind of off to the back. Let's see. This Knoll is after Marilee then. So, bite. Bite. And that is gonna not hit her because she's gonna put up a shield.
Yay! Good job.
And then the glaive is going to get her though. Okay, so then the other one. Nope, it's Phil's turn. My bad. Filbert, your turn, buddy.
Not that I think it's overly relevant. I don't think I could have turned that dude into a T-Rex.
Why?
Because you can only turn something into a CR equal to its CR or its character level, and I don't think it would have been a CR character.
Oh, it might have been.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it could have turned into something, whatever his CR is, which might have been worse.
Hey, did we get experience from him?
Probably. I mean, I did kill him. So, I mean, depending on his CR, that can be a big deal.
I mean, he was a gnome, but he was a named unique gnome.
Yep. So pointing my hand
Named.
towards 2 that are in front of me, I am going to Thunder Wave 6 and 2 at 3rd level, kind of also attempting to blow the briars out from under them.
Okay, that's cool that you said that because that is definitely going to happen.
So, 3rd level Thunder Wave. It's those two.
They will both fail.
And get...
Oh, that's a good thunder wave, too. So they're moved how many squares back when this happens?
Oh, gosh, quite a bunch.
All the squares.
Let's see. They are moved 10 feet away from you. Yep, 10 feet away, blown back. And it is a 15-foot cube out from me, so that entire area just probably kind of disappears.
Yeah, it's just, there's branches flying everywhere, and it is now a 5-foot pit where it was. And you can see gapping in there now to where I should probably draw another square then, just to be safe. It looks like it is not the safest of terrain to be near at the moment.
That's good. I'm going to move down here by Thanok, and I'm going to move. Let's see. I will move here and turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay, please make an acrobatics check for me as the area beneath you begins to crack and crumble at the size of your snakeage.
I kind of figured I'd be able to space myself out, kind of like the whole train on an inch of ice mentality.
Yep, that's why you're not instantly falling.
I just picture Filbert like wrapping himself around our circle to spread himself out, and he goes through, and then we go through because we have no support.
I mean, I'm supporting you. Don't worry. You have my support.
Filbert, you do feel a lot of the briars beneath you crack and shift, but they hold.
Good.
Let's see.
Hold!
Knoll 5 is going to attack Mara Lee.
She still has shield up.
Yep, she does. And that's not going to help in that 20.
Yikes.
No.
So she goes... Oh, I just rolled it on the knoll. Oops.
Suicidal Knoll!
Oh, he's back. I got him back.
Bit right into his paw.
I was like, I killed her? I couldn't believe I killed her. I was like, no, that can't be right. She takes another 16 points of damage from that, and she needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which she will make this time. Where's she at? She's up next, so she's at 31. She is not looking good again. Alright, so she is going to cast 3rd level spell. She is...
Wow.
On the plus side, we know the gnome was friendly because he let me cast a spell. It wasn't trying to deceive us. He was a real friend.
She can't do that. Actually, she could. She runs over to here and then casts Thunderstep.
Hey!
And pops over here. She does hit the unicorn. She doesn't seem to care.
She's learned from the best.
And that is going to be 23 points of damage to those two gnolls. That is 5 and 4. So that is actually going to kill Knoll 5.
Regular.
Unfortunately, I was the one that had advantage on it, but...
Got him.
31. Okay. Alright, that's her turn. Thanok, you are paralyzed. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn. You are no longer paralyzed.
Hey, hot dog.
Othig, you are paralyzed. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn. You are most certainly 100% still paralyzed. That, unfortunately, Ryan, was a nat 1 for poor Mr. Othig.
Mr. Is it poison? We have advantage.
It is not a poison. It is a...
I tried.
Not a poison. It's not a poison at all.
It's not a poison.
Alright, so... This one now. Filbert, if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, you can, because this one is going to run over here.
I would like to make an attack opportunity as my snake. Oh, it's a big old snake. So I will make a attack opportunity with the constrictor. That's what is all those numbers? What are all those?
I don't know. Why did... Because you were targeting the other two knolls.
So against number 1,
You will have hit.
Okay.
You would have hit all.
Yeah.
So he will take bludgeoning damage.
Why don't you take this opportunity to unclick?
I did.
No, you're still targeting.
No. That's
Oh,
Mav.
that's you. That's you.
And he will be grappled and restrained.
Okay, so he does not
Yep.
make it away, so then he changes his attack pattern and he turns on the snake.
I had a feeling.
Yep. What's your AC? I didn't roll it on you, I'm sorry. I have a 12. It's like, that gets you,
that's
right?
okay. I don't think so with a giant constrictor snake. I have an AC of 13 currently.
I am sorry to do this to you. I actually rolled a 14. I forgot to add its +2.
That's okay. I have a 13.
So, you are going to get bit by him as you restrain him. Oh, he's at disadvantage, though, so he might not have hit you.
Hey.
Let me re-roll that one there, and... Those both would have hit, so...
Okay.
Alright. So he's going to bite you, and I need that con save.
Con save. Blap.
That is...
That's not right.
No.
Why is that? Oh, because I just grabbed a d20 off the thing. I have a +6, so
Okay,
that will be
that's
a
enough.
17.
So you are definitely not paralyzed. And so then it is going to attempt to stab you with its
Got it.
glaive. And it will miss.
Okay.
Alright, so Knoll 2 is going to run over to here. So it can get advantage from its pack tactics.
Would it get that if mine is all wrapped up? Oh, I guess it's still next to another one that's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so it is going to attempt to bite you. That's definitely going to hit. It's a 26, so I'll need that
Jeez,
con
yeah.
save from you.
Oh, it's attacking me. Gotcha.
Oh, phew. Okay.
Ooh, Phil.
Unfortunately, Mr. Filbert, you do freeze up. You are now a snake pop.
Got him. But that probably means the guy that's in my grasp can't get away.
He can definitely still try. And even with advantage, though, he is not going to be able to get you with his glaive. Mav,
Yay.
it is your turn. You can re-roll your Spirit Guardian's damage.
Maeve is going to move up here. And Spirit Guardians. Doo-doo. Excellent.
A lot of fails in there.
Excellent.
Got some dead gnolls in there.
And
Did you hit Knoll 1?
I did not hit no one.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure, because he is not in your...
Correct.
Perfect.
He was before, though, wasn't he?
If we roll damage on one person's turn, it's only when he enters it then.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
Mav was moved.
Gotcha. Mav moved. I was trying to figure
Yes.
out why no one was still in the...
Yep.
Trolling the dead.
Do it.
Killing number 4.
Yep.
And then it's number 3's turn.
Number 3's turn. Othig is still paralyzed, so this guy has advantage on his attacks.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Oops.
He's gonna miss, though.
It's okay. Othig is...
I dropped a nat 1, so Othig does not face a second dose of the Knoll Drool.
Cool.
So, but he is going to get glaved. And he is paralyzed, so that is an auto crit.
It's okay, we've established that he has health for the...
Yep.
Yeah.
That is another 20 damage to Othig. Rashawn's turn goes by. Filbert, you are paralyzed. Please make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn. That'll get you out.
18. So, am I still grappling this one then? Like, because that wouldn't have ended from the paralyzed.
Correct. Because he did not choose to try and get out. He tried to bite you instead.
Got him.
So Marilee is up, and she sees things are going pretty well, so she is just going to cantrip at somebody. What cantrips do I got here?
Which is
Firebolt. That's an attack roll. That is going to hit. So Firebolt is an attack roll, right? Do I remember that right? Yep.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yep. And then she's just going to blast him for... She gets 2 of those. 12 damage. And that's the one that's harassing Othig. That's 3. That's going to kill that guy. And Thanak, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna smack this guy in the face. Why is that an advantage? Oh, because he's restrained. That's right. And then again.
Get him!
I didn't beat his AC by 5, I imagine.
Well, you just sounded like an auctioneer. I don't know what you said.
I didn't beat his AC by 5, I imagine.
No, you did not. I didn't beat his AC by 5. 5 by 5.
All right.
So, the nose dying in the briar patch.
You're Canadian from South Park now.
Yeah, and
That was a great time to come back into the conversation. You telling Adam he sounded like an auctioneer.
That's so funny. I didn't realize you were even gone.
Every once in a while it just cuts out for a few seconds, so like I just come back into the conversation and that's exactly when I came back.
That's great.
did you already healed Marilee, didn't you?
I did.
Can't do it
Okay.
again.
I will hand her
Don't worry about that.
what?
Don't worry about handing her anything.
I'll hand her my hand.
I bet you will.
She's super beat up, and she just looks terrible. Both of her eyes are black. She's just gotten beat on this whole time. She's like, "You can definitely bring Hazani next time." And she rubs her face, and then she smiles and spits out some blood on the ground.
And then Othe, we're gonna give you wounds. And then we're gonna save a couple of spells.
Yeah. Alright.
AKA 2.
That would be a couple.
Get anything. Okay.
Alright.
So you guys, Rashawn says that you need to hurry, and you do hear more yipping coming from back behind you. And so you guys continue to head towards the edge of the briar patch. And as you get there, you see a very large shape coming towards you. It is wielding a giant 3-headed flail. It's laughing and cackling. And as it gets closer, you realize it's not one big creature. This is a creature made up of maybe 20, 30 different gnolls, all like crawling over each other and clambering over each other, and they're all of the undead kind of gnolls again, and they're somehow managing to hang together and hold on to each other, and they're forming a large, like a Megazord of of undead gnolls.
Yes!
So I need you guys to roll initiatives again.
It's an undead gnoll hive mind.
That's better.
How much time do we have before this thing comes at us?
You have initiative. So
I mean,
it is
can I say-
rampaging at you.
Can I say something to Phil? Is that enough time?
You could.
Phil, do you have any more polymorph and beast shapes left?
I'm a snake currently.
Oh, you probably don't have any.
No, I have none. I used both of my 4th level spell slots. One triumphantly killing the keeper, apparently, and I'm in my 2nd beast shape.
Okay, all right.
I had thought going into this, Filbert's going to turn into a large animal. I'll make the briars collapsible. It'll be a hazard that can hurt him and he can climb out of it. But then you just transformed that poor guy all by himself. I was actually thinking it was going to end up happening to Thanok. And then Adam was like, "Nah, let somebody else have some fun." And I'm sitting here thinking, "Oh yes, let someone else have some fun." Like, who are you going to transform? I was really hoping you were going to transform like Marilee or Rashawn.
Right.
Yeah, Marilee, I don't think would ever let me cast a spell on. Probably would have tried to resist it.
Probably not. She probably would have counterspelled you.
Why didn't she do it for the gnome?
She didn't know that was going to happen.
That's fair. And the unicorn has legendary resistances.
The unicorn does have legendary resistances. This is true. So
looks like Othig's going first with an 18.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get this guy in a square over here. He's big. And then you guys are all...
Aid lasts until a long rest, doesn't it?
Yes, 8 hours.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're facing in this initiative is the undead gnoll hive mind conglomeration, right?
The avatar of Yenogu.
What size creature is it?
It is a huge creature.
It's a gross-sized creature.
Would I be able to push it?
No. Well, what's your strength?
Even if I did charge?
18.
No, you would not be able to push this creature. It's a 4x4, so it's...
alright, yeah, okay.
It's raw big.
Well, Othig is going to charge.
Attempt to push anyways.
Right on.
And Othig. He'll need to move 10 feet. And then Polearm Master, Glaive. Oh, that's no good. That's better. And then it does with the charge. Does it charge extra damage?
+5.
So 5 more damage to that.
So 17.
And then he's going to action surge because hey, you can do that. So some more. Oh, come on!
Oh, nat 1 on the action surge. Oh, the -2 to your next attack roll.
Used it on the butt swing.
That is not going to hit him with a -2.
You can't do a butt swing.
No, that's with the -2.
Oh, it is. Then you hit him. Cool.
And then he is going to use his second bonus action that he gets, I believe.
No, he doesn't get an extra bonus action.
No, you just get an extra action.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's why it's called action surge.
Well, bonus action still has the action word in it, Smarty Pants.
But it's not a bonus action surge.
Fine. Be that way. He's not going to heal.
That is
Big Karma, go.
Filbert, you're up. Giant Snake Phil.
He's not gonna heal, he's fine. You're fine.
And then I'm going to attempt to constrict. That's what.
Can you constrict him?
It's only one size bigger than me. I'm a 3x3. It's a 4x4.
Yep, then you can.
So,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hear you.
what's up?
Sorry, I was trying to talk before. Did you have me parry at the end of my attack?
And he's going to parry.
That's a bonus action. You can't.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Isn't it?
no, I charged. Yep,
Yeah.
you can't.
Oh, okay.
And Filbert is
This is so sad. You clearly aren't running him right.
playing with the avatar of Yugano.
That's an auto grapple if you hit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I am going to allow him to attempt to get out of it right now because as you go to grab him, the bodies just spill over your coils and reform on the other side of your coils.
Flap. There's the save.
Okay, so he does not make it out. He does manage to stay. Oh, hold on. It's still because again, I have not been able to tinker with him as a custom monster. His strength would be quite a bit higher than a +3. But he's still at that roll. He's still going to stay stuck.
Oh, okay. I will let you roll that then.
Well, you can still roll. We just won't be able to determine by it. I'll just do some math on the backside. You can still roll. So
Got him.
You do whap him up a bunch, and yeah. So then it is
that'll end my turn.
Rashawn's turn, who at this point in time he is going to charge this beast, and you hear him screaming, "Foul creature, get out of my thicket!" And he is going to make 2 attacks.
2 C's.
He's going to charge in from all the way back where he was.
He's a unicorn.
That is a charge.
He can teleport up to like 30 miles.
So he misses. Well, he doesn't miss. The knolls like spill out of the way of his horn ram, so he misses with that. But then he rears up and he smacks the creature with his 2 hooves, and you watch as like radiant fire shoots off of his hooves.
Oh, that's awesome. Did he attack with advantage, by the way?
He did not, so he might have.
Because it's restrained.
Yeah. Okay. I'll roll the hooves damage on him first. And then I will
Look at my hooves, Daddy.
make 2 more attacks. You gave him a crit for his second attack, and he hit with his
Nice.
horn.
Yes!
I can add 2d6 more to.
What the crap? What was that?
Did you hear that too?
Yeah, it sounded like a bear.
That's not what I heard. Never
What
mind.
did you hear? I heard like air being let out of.
Yeah,
That's
that was
what
me.
I heard. Yes.
I was sucking air through my lips, but I was going to say that, but then you were like, it sounded like a bear, and I was like, well, it wasn't
Yeah, I
me.
was like, yeah.
Could not have possibly have been me.
It's a really goofy
What kind
sounding
of bears are you listening to?
Filbert's. Filbert's
It
Bears
was
don't
me.
have horns.
There's bears out here in Minnesota.
You're making that up.
Filbert, I need you and Rashawn, and Othig is not within 10 feet of this creature to make Constitution saving throws.
Othig would be within 10 feet of this thing.
Okay, so Othig will need
Whatever. He would have to be to hit.
Yeah.
No, he's got range.
What is the
If he didn't use his butt swing, he can stay 10 feet out.
He did not use his butt swing.
Right,
Yeah,
so he
he
can
just
stay
chose
10
you-
feet out.
Yes. So he doesn't need a roll?
He does not need to roll.
Yeah. He's
Oh, okay.
And I missed what it was. A con save?
Con save, please.
Bam! 13.
13, that's
I'm
not so
magic.
good. Rashawn saves well.
job,
Filbert,
Rashawn.
you are drained for 17 points of health. Rashawn is drained
him.
for 8. In the avatar of Yanogu, you watch as the ghoul's eyes light up and flare with green fire. It's shooting up out of the eyes, and you hear it say, "The Nightmare Lord has freed us all."
It's pretty gross.
I hiss
I
at him.
don't know that I'm okay with this.
And so he looks better.
Oh, man.
And then, that is his passive. He is going to come around with his flail and swing at Rashawn.
At disadvantage.
It is at disadvantage, thank you. And that's a nat 1 on the first swing. So that's a 19 for a recovery, so he fully recovers. And get off there, dice. I gotta hit that modifier button. There we go. His second swing is gonna come around, and he will hit Rashawn with that one. And you watch as the unicorn is pummeled by this three-headed flail for 26 points of damage, and he begins to bleed profusely. His third attack comes around. It's at disadvantage. Again on Rashawn. And that is going to hit him. Dude, his unicorn's armor class suck.
Yeah, but they get that natural innate healing, which is important.
Okay.
They get big old heals.
They do? Because he's going to need it.
That was beautiful. That was, oh man.
Oh, I didn't roll it on him. Jerk. Oh, well, that's why. I know why I did that. Stop it. Sorry. I'm bogging up the game.
Big Old Heels sounds like an album title.
And he gets whacked.
It's definitely some girl country music.
On the backside.
Big Old Heels, Volume 3.
For another 23 points of damage, and he is not looking good. Mara Lee is up. She is going to. She's going to let off a lightning bolt because she doesn't want to burn the forest down.
Probably a
So
good
she's gonna
plan.
hit it with lightning? Haven't you seen what happens with lightning when you hit it with a tree?
Hey man, it's that or fireballs. So she's letting one loose down the back opening there. 8d6.
That sounds personal.
His butt? His back opening?
Makes dexterity saving throws at disadvantage. He is still going to make that, so he's going to take half of 23. That's a terrible.
Is he restrained? What's his?
He's currently restrained by the giant snake. So he's only going to take 11 points of lightning damage. And she looks at her hands and kind of shakes him like, that's bad. That's not working right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Mav, you're up.
Mav is going to step forward and attempt to drag his thingamajig, but it's not coming with him.
I got you.
Oh, wait. Let me go to the right person. And he's gonna make him save. Spirit Guardians. Oh, really? It's disappointing. And then did I already heal him? I think I already healed him with my healer's kit.
You did. Because we were joking about you wrapping him in bandages.
Yep.
That's right. We were.
Gave him a toothache head.
Wrapping him in his unicorn.
That is not going to be nearly as beneficial as the Spirit Guardians is going down, and he's going to cast Divine Guidance
What
on
does
this
that
thing.
do?
Oh, come on! That's unfortunate.
Man, I dropped a 20.
Fine.
Sorry, man.
What kind of save is it?
Dexterity.
He has disadvantage on that.
But I dropped a
He did
20.
that.
Oh, drop
So-
a natural 20.
Yep.
Gotcha. I picked up on that now.
Okay. Well,
What is divine guidance?
you'll find out.
Oh,
Thanak,
sorry.
you're up.
So I'm gonna move right there, I guess.
Yep.
Which one's melee? That's melee?
That's melee.
And I will whap him.
Whap him real good.
Wrap him real good.
I don't think you have your Wargon roll back. I'm pretty sure that was from last time, and I'm pretty sure that's gone.
It's true.
What's his AC? I assume that's over 5. Correct?
Yes, that is over 5.
So just add a D4.
Okay. You do feel like this creature is immune to bleeding effects. He is undead.
Oh, come on!
He's undead. They don't bleed.
Yeah, they do. It's just not...
Well, some of them do, some of them don't. This one does not bleed.
Alright. Well, I am also going to action search.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Really? Gosh.
So, you just start to swing ferociously. You're so mad that he's not bleeding. You just start to go crazy, and nothing good happens.
And I am going to move away from him.
Okay, he is going to take an attack of opportunity at you.
Yep. I don't want to be within 10 feet of him. So I will move...
Oh, I dropped a 20. You're so lucky. I didn't try to crit you with that flail. That's 12d6 plus 6.
Yikes.
That's bad news, man. So he does miss you, but not by a whole lot. And then it's Othig's turn.
Othig is first. Is ringing the war gong, is that a bonus action?
That is a bonus action, I believe, Ryan. Is that correct?
Yeah, are you well, he's not attacking me, so yeah, I guess it's...
Would you rather me not do that? Would you rather me parry? Ryan?
Gone. Ryan's gone.
Crickets. I don't know who's got crickets going right now,
It's probably me. I got my window open in the office. That's so funny.
but it's perfect timing.
It blows me away what my microphone picks up sometimes. I'm just like, wow.
Doesn't hear when you talk, but it
hey,
picks up the cricket.
you don't get any.
All right.
No,
Well,
no
I think he was good with war gonging.
And then glaive. Whoa. Sorry, guys. We're not attacking all you people. Whoever I'm targeting myself.
You targeted yourself. So you hit the avatar.
Excellent. So war gong. Oh,
And then you missed the avatar.
really? And then it's Big Harma.
Now, I have a feeling I know the answer. But how is he looking?
Terrible.
Yep.
He is heavily wounded. Several of the gnolls look like they're dead and just hanging on to other gnolls that are not dead.
I'm gonna drop snake form.
Okay.
Action. Move over here. Heal. Use my my last third level spell for Cure Wounds on Dudester. And I'm going to, can I squeeze myself in between Yanogu and the horseman?
No.
The unicorn?
You cannot.
No,
You can't end there. Those squares are all occupied.
I'm just going to run away.
Yeah, because he can't hit you. He already
Bill's just gonna
used his
gonna
action.
go home.
Avatar is no longer grapple restrained.
Yep.
Oh, I have to fix that, don't I?
So he's going to attack with his hooves and miss. And his horn. And hit. And so he's going to do 7 more damage to Yanogu. And then Yanogu's turn. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That is a nat 1. Rashawn will choose to succeed, knowing that this now heals him. So he is still going to take 5 damage. No, he's not. I gotta have that. He's gonna take 2 damage. That's great.
Excellent.
Yep.
Hey.
2 damage. 35. That does push him back into bloodied, though. It is enough for that. But Yanogu does not get a lot of healing back this time. And now,
I just noticed the picture of Roshan his hooves are fingers.
Yeah,
Yes.
Isn't that awesome? I love it.
It's terrible.
It's absolutely 100% disturbing. Let's see. So, no, I can't do that yet. I gotta hit him first. So then he hauls out the flail, and what's going on here? There it is. He will hit Rashawn once. That should not kill him, so we'll see. Does he hit him again? That's a nat 1.
Nice.
Yeah, so that might work out really well in Rashawn's favor. Nope, full recovery. Not a full recovery, but a recovery.
Okay, I heard what Adam said about the picture of Roshan, so I need someone to snip that and put it in chat so I can look at it.
Roshan will be hit with 2 out of the 3 flails. So that is a total of 10, 12. He is hit for 43 points of total damage, and that is enough to put him on the ground.
So with
Roshan goes down. And the Knoll starts hooping and hollering and rushes forward to Othig and takes another 3 attacks.
Yo.
so
Does Othig get an attack since he moved in, or is
No, he was already in his range.
he's already? That's right.
Yep, so I'm just going to roll 3 d20s and do the math manually because that's faster. Othig, your AC is 18?
18.
Because you did not parry. We decided not to parry, so you're going to get hit twice. For a total of 36 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are now bleeding. Roshan is also bleeding. And that's Marilee, who is going to hit that sucker with another lightning bolt.
Is she going to relocate at all?
Well, she can start it on him. Can't she? It doesn't start from her, right?
It does. It starts
It
from
does.
you.
Oh.
Last time there was a space between us, so it was all good. This time there's not.
Tall.
That's true. You could shoot up.
Yeah, then she'd miss us all.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as she jumps when she casts it, it'll go right over our head.
I like the imagery.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
me
she
too.
blasts him with some more lightning damage. Mav.
First order of business is bonus action to healing word. That guy. Nice.
Okay. So he kind of rolls over and whinnies a little bit and looks upset.
Second action is to tell the gnolls how awful they are. And
Are you cutting words?
No, I'm trolling them.
Oh, you're trolling him. Oh.
Yes!
Hey.
So you blast the avatar apart and the bodies fall off to the side, and there are still some living, and they burrow their way down through the briars into the depths of the briars.
Bye.
Gross.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well done. Well done, Mavamine.
You mean Mac?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Mac.
Come on.
Mavameme.
Oh, that's right. Mavameme.
Mavameme. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, can we portal out of here now?
Yeah, you guys, Rashawn will lead you to the edge of his briar patch and point you towards the tower and wish you good luck. And this is as far as he is going to be able to take you.
Okay.
That sounds.
How do we get out?
Come back to the briar patch if you don't find another way out. He says hopefully you'll be able to solve the problem of the Mage's Tower from the Shadow Fae, because that's where it's originating. And then
Oh, gotcha.
hopefully after that you won't they'll be able to get you out, but if you need to come back to the briar patch and he'll get you out.
Very cool.
I didn't do this earlier, and it has no real impact. But I would I don't know if I did or not already in chat. Would have contacted the Weave Guardians and had them specifically looking at information for them.
There's basically there was a black void of information coming out of there. They have no idea what was actually going on. All of a sudden, they just know that all of their contacts just went quiet.
No, I know. I would tell them to look for information about the night. Not that I'm looking for information.
About the what?
The Nightmare Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty sparse at this moment. So
yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Yep.
We're finding information on the Nightmare Lord.
Yeah.
So that's where we're stopping tonight, guys. Sorry, a
Yay.
little bit later than normal, but not much. So
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go eat. Good night, guys.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night, Adam.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Mike, you're welcome to come over if you'd like.
All right,
And
I'll
you
talk to
finish
Lynn
the
and
game.
see what her day was like, and we'll decide. So we might come over. See you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.